Come on, Blazer.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blazer.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hello, it's me. It's me, babe. Been thinking about us for a long, long time. Hey, everybody. How's y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all know it's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. I still don't see how to join the membership. Sharika, all you got to do is go to my page. Go to my page like as if you looking for a video. And next to the notification bell, there's a thing that says join. All you got to do is click the join, and there you go. There you go, Fat. There you go. Somebody else had asked for the Discord link. Can one of the mods, Queen Rev, can you drop that link for me, please? I truly appreciate you. How's everybody doing? Today is Friday, y'all. TGIF, right? TGIF. Hey, everybody. I'm so happy y'all are here. Since it's Educational Friday, I'm going to go ahead on and say hey to everybody. Let's start off doing that. I ain't did that in a while, right? Daughter of the Most High. It's Educational Friday, baby. Yes, it is. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Hey, my aunt. Oh, wow. I'm here for it all, Miss Boule. Yes, thank you so much for being here. Hey, Boo. Hey, Malika. I can't wait. New year, new education on schoolyard. Yup. You know, we jokes over here, and we are educated over here. You know, we don't just jokes. We do a lot of things, and education is one of those things. I feel like I'm gonna use my platform to be well around it because I'm not just a one-trick pony. I am kind of, you know, I think I call myself a little intelligent and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, Belinda, how you doing? Hey, Voodoo Chat Maj, y'all ready to be educated? I hope so. You got your thinking caps on? Yeah, Malik said, I missed you. I just finished the Forgotten Black Girl on your podcast. I had so many tears that hit home with a different type of neglect. I am so sorry. I'm sorry that happened to you or to us. Oh, yeah. I thank you for watching it. I think a lot of Black girls could relate in some way, shape, or form. You know, Black women, that's another Educational Friday we got to do. I got to put that on my board. Black women in the relationship with their daughters. Girl, have mercy. Oh, anyways, thank you so much for checking that out, though. Hey, Candy Lou. Hey, Voodoo. I absolutely love Educational Fridays. I have to say, watching you through the week has become my guilty pleasure. Oh, yay. Yay, that's good, though. Hey, Invader. Hey, Miss Tuskegee, Alabama. Just time. I like to listen while I'm in the kitchen cooking and cleaning. Oh, yeah, that's the best thing to be doing. That's what I do when I be listening to podcasts, child. Hey, baby. She says, hey, y'all, I don't see the join button to join the membership. Can y'all help a sister out? Yeah, go to my page as if you're looking for a video to the home page. Next to the notification bell, there's a thing that says join. Check it out. Thank you, Wendy. Hey, Wendy. How y'all doing? I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Jocelyn. Hey, Roslyn. Hey, Kat. Hey, MB908. Hey, Bianca. Hey, Rochelle. Happy Friday. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Aqua. Hey, Sun, Uptown Girl. I'm sorry, Aqua Sun. That's what I was looking at. Aqua Sun. Hey, Uptown Girl. Hey, Kissy Stamp. Hey, Country Slang. Y'all in here, huh? All right, go ahead on. What's going on? Felt Reality. Lakeisha Hall. Rod B. Happy Friday. Absolutely. Hey, Fifi. Yeah, I said it. Hey, boo. It's a literal blizzard outside, so I got my snacks in a blanket. Girl, it's storming out here. It's storming. It's storming. Hey, Jen. Hey, Queen Rev. Hey, Kilo. Is that how you say it? K-O-L-D? K-O-L-W? I hope I got that right. Y'all hit the like button so if people want to get some education, they can come on around the corner. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tanika. Hey, Kishana, Sherika, Fifi. Hey. Who else up in here? Darling Nikki. What's going on, my love? Queen Marshall. Eva Marie Battle. What's up, Neff? Pulling up from Twitch. Thank you so much for the support, my love. Hey, T Pretty. Hey, Mad 2220. Hey, how you doing? J Girl, what's going on? Let's go. Absolutely. Hey, T Marie. Hey, Mignon. Hey, Kia. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Yes. Hey, Sharika. I still don't see how to join the membership. Oh, I think I answered yours earlier. Hey, Rocksteady. NOR Free Thinker. I love that name. You know, I love me a good free thinker now. Hey, Rosalind. Hey, Queen. How you doing? How you doing? Kishana Burks. I think I spoke to you, but hey, yeah, she's trying to tell y'all hit the like button, okay? I'm the first to say your name right? I don't see how people can say that wrong. Girl, wait, hold on. It's hot. Hold on. Let me turn this heater off because the weather out here don't know what it want to do, girl. Hold on. No, ma'am. Turn it off. All the way off. Let me see. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, y'all. Can y'all see? Do I really need that light on in the back? Is that distracting? Let me see how that look. Now I'm gonna turn that light off in the back. Hold on. All right, y'all. I'm good. I'm straight. Thank y'all so much. Oh Lord. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. Truly Toy, hey. Jada, how you doing? Tabitha, how you doing? L. Harville, how you doing? Monique Harrison, she says, let me run and go get my mama. I've been telling her about for 3 weeks now. I'm so excited for her to watch you. Oh, tell mama come on in. Yeah, come on, man. Man, we about to talk. We talk on Fridays for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We really about to talk. Hey, always Shelly. Miss Parker, my love. Hey, sister. The other Ashley Banks. I like that. What's going on, boo? Hey, Steph. Hey, Jacqueline. Who else on here? Hey, Kim D, Lady Bell, Nikki, Mrs. Pre Rogers. How you doing? Shy. Fell Reality. I think I spoke. Hey, Ray. On Schoolyard. All right. Let me see. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Tracy's Take. All right. Let me see. A Teary Storm. I like that. I love the look today. Hey, doll. Oh, thank you, doll. Thank you so much. You know, I'll be trying to keep the tricks guessing and whatnot. You know how that go. Hey, Cold Cut. Hey, Shy. Hey, Tanika. Hey, Nakia. Who else on here? Your Highness Erica Danielle. Hey, boo. Let me see who else on here. Back to Basics. How you doing? Sister girl, what's going on? Kim D, what's up? Jasmine, what's going on? Thank you, Radiant Sunshine, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate everybody who's been becoming a new member. We're gonna be doing a lot of these topics too on the members only page. Because like I said, it's a lot of things I want to say, and I don't need everybody to hear. I need, the people who really down to be in on certain conversations, if it makes sense. Hey, Denise. Hey, my love. Thanks again for that membership. Sweet Brown Sugar, what's going on? A Lady 747, what's going on? Malik Cloud, thank you. McLeod, I'm sorry. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Back to basics. Is it about to be freezing everywhere? Back to basics says, y'all be safe. It's about to be freezing. Everybody keeps saying that. It's about to be cold out here. I ain't even checked the doggone weather. I didn't. Hey, Phoenix. We made it Friday. Hey, Sugarfoots. Hundia. I think that's how you say your name. Happy Educational Friday, Voodoo. Big up yourself. Thank you. Hey, Shaquana. Hey, G Powell, Vapey. Keo. Who else? Hey, Robin. Tracy's take said it's storming out here, snow and cold. I know it's storming out here. I don't know about how cold it is though. Moo, what's up? That's what's up. Come on in from both pages. Hey, Brizzy. Thank you so much, Rochelle White, for sponsoring this doggone live. You sponsored the live. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. You always come through and pull up, and you do just this. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate you so much. Thank you for sponsoring this live. Everybody, drop a purple heart in the chat for Rochelle. She basically sponsored the whole live today. That was a very generous super chat. You didn't have to do that, but you did, and I truly appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. Hey, Joycelyn, Radiant, yes, you got to subscribe before you see the join. Yes, you got to subscribe, y'all. If y'all not subscribed, y'all can't join now. You got to be a subscription member now. Go ahead on. Hey, Christian. Hey, Erica Hall. All right, y'all. Let me see if I missed anything else. Let me see. Mignon, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Joycelyn said, love you, Voodoo. Oh, thank you. I love you too, Mama. Hey, Alita. Honey Strings. Hey, Latoya Williams. Welcome to the dollhouse. Yes, ma'am. Of course. Yes, ma'am. Brizzy. Thank you for becoming a new member, my love. Thank you. Rosalind say, I'm in Buffalo. We supposed to have snow, not a flake in state, not a flake in sight. You know why? Stranger things happen in New York. I don't care if it's upstate, it's still New York. Shout out to New York, though. Shout out to New York. Y'all know I love me some New York. Baby, thank you for becoming a member. Y'all, let me see if I missed any more members or anything, and we need to get into this content. Thank you, Baby Jones, for the super chat. I love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, Ro. Hey, Shay. Yes. Come on in, girl. Hey, Alicia Taylor. Hey, Shaquana. All right. Yes, I decorated for Mardi Gras. Somebody, I saw it in the chat. Y'all know I be going back and rewatching my lives to see what I missed. Girl, what's wrong with my hair, girl? It don't even matter. Look, but some girl was like, I'm not the only one still with my Christmas tree up. If you're on here, fat, I know it looked like a Christmas tree, and to the most people, it is a Christmas tree. It's a Mardi Gras tree. It's a Mardi Gras tree. It's a Mardi Gras tree. Hey, Shangoya. Y'all, let's get into this content. I think I see a couple of new members. Y'all just keep commenting. Thank you for becoming a new member, T. Marie. Thank you so much. Y'all keep commenting, and I'll speak to you as we go along. But I got a couple things I want to discuss with y'all. Again, thank you. Oh, we got another one. Thank you, Miss Reese, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. I want to make sure I catch everybody. I don't want to miss no new members. I think I missed one yesterday. If I missed you, comment in the chat, and I'm gonna thank you today. Thank you, Lady Bell, for becoming a new member. And then I think that's it. All right. Where do we start? Again, thank y'all, Rochelle. Thank you, Rochelle, for sponsoring this live. I truly appreciate you. Let's get it, niece. Oh, of course. Come on now. Let's go. I'm on this Educational Friday. Yes, that girl, Nas. Let's get into it. So I'm going to start off with this. Let's start off with this celebrity worship thing that we got going on. Let's start there first. I was on Mims Live, Make It Make Sense. He did an interview with Brother Boule. And I'm not going to play none of the clips because I want y'all to go over there and see it. How do I become a member? DJ GG. All you got to do is you already subscribed. Next to the notification bell, there's a join button. Click it. Look. So Brother Boule went on Mim's channel. He went on Mim's channel, and remind you, this is the same guy who did the interview with Tasha K regarding Will Smith. He was spilling some more teas that was not spilled over on Tasha K, and I couldn't help but notice everybody in the chat. The majority of the chat was basically disregarding everything this man was saying and just would not believe it. And I'm sitting here saying, I get it. You got Willie from Philly. You know where he from? The city that say, even though what we do is wrong. The brotherly love city. Y'all know. Come on now, Philly. If y'all up in here, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, because he's such a nice looking man and he don't look like he be on no type of time or whatever, people just wouldn't believe it. Shout out to everybody who pulled up from Facebook. Shout out if this your first time here for Educational Friday. It's a little bit different, but we still jokes. We just jokes on some truth and education, okay? Oh, another thing. Let me play this. If on Educational Fridays, you cannot be easily offended. There are going to be a lot of things that I say. Again, don't even take my word for it. Go do your own research, right? Let's start there first. Do your own research on any and everything that I say. Number one. Number two, you cannot have soft feelings. I'm not doing anything about religion today because I know Black people's vices. Black people love their religion. They love they fraternities and sororities, and they love their celebrities. You know, now I'm not going to touch on religion today, but I will be touching on fraternities and sororities and celebrities, right? And the ones y'all think that are this, that, and the third ain't who y'all think they is, okay? So before we do anything, before we are able to move forward, if you are easily offended, go ahead on click off, and then after you click off, but wait, like the video before you click off. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and come back when we're doing something a little bit more light because I don't want to offend anybody. I know when I did the topic on ADHD and what else we were talking about, autism and all that stuff, people got offended because I said ADHD does not exist. I know I said it wasn't real. That's what I said. And if they had watched the entire live, they would understand why I said what I said. I'm not going into it today, but people were offended that I said if your child was diagnosed with ADHD, it was a misdiagnosis because ADHD is not real. People were windmilling on me in the comments telling me that their child does have ADHD. And for the life of me, I never understood why you would want your child to have ADHD. If somebody told me my child was misdiagnosed on something, the first thing I do before I just automatically bat it down is go do some research because that would be a good thing, right? No. It's the same thing when I told Negroes they weren't slaves in the sense that we were told I was a slave. Okay, slave, have at it. I'm not here to argue, but if you easily offended, Educational Friday ain't for you, okay? Because we talk about real stuff. We talk about some real stuff, okay? This ain't for play over here. Thank you, baby, for the super chat. If y'all can't find the join button, log in from the website. That's how it worked for me. I couldn't see it on the app either. Let me see. I'll be seeing it on my app. Let me see. I be seeing it on my app. I see it on my app because I took a picture of it on my phone. Hold on. Let me see. Because see, both of the channels be coming up. I might change the name on one of them channels. I ain't gonna lie. Like that, the doll. I might make it just the dollhouse. Yeah, you might have to, because I don't know how I seen it. Probably because I'm already on YouTube. But yeah, you might have to do it through the website, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, y'all, please follow these instructions. Thank you, baby. I surely appreciate you. Yes, J girl, please don't get offended. Please. Oh, Rochelle, why you sent another one? Thank you so much. My husband, David, says thank you. He knows I really enjoy your channel, and he was a chef for 22 years in New Orleans. All right. As soon as he heard your voice, he knew where you're from and wants to support you too. Oh, thank you so much. Tell your husband I said I truly appreciate him so much. Thank you. Y'all are beyond generous. Y'all don't have this to do. So thank y'all so much for this, because you didn't have to do it. I am deeply appreciative. I promise you. Thank you so much. Tell your husband I said hi, and I truly appreciate him. And thank you. Y'all drop some more purple hearts in the chat for Rochelle White, for sponsoring the live once again. Rochelle and her husband, please drop some purple hearts in the chat. Thank you, Marilyn, for becoming a new member. I surely appreciate you. Who else on here? Thank you, Sharika, for becoming a new member. Thank you so much. Girl, y'all is showing out today, ain't you? Y'all, Rochelle White, you are always a blessing when you come through. Thank you so much. Hey, Marshetta. Thank you. Come pulling up from Twitch. Hey, boo. I know it's lonely over there for now, but wait till the dolls start popping over there. Then, it's going to be popping over there. Girl, what is going on with my hair? So anyways, really quickly, I need everybody to clear their minds, clear whatever it is, be open. Don't even clear your mind. Just be open to learning something new. So let's start off with our cleanser. Y'all know how I roll. This is how I need y'all. Before we get started, I think a lot of us are asleep. I just need us to do one thing.
Wake up!
Please wake up.
Y'all get it? Y'all ready? We can get into it. Oh my, thank you, Bald Nubian, Alicia, for becoming a member. I surely appreciate you. And thank you, yeah, I said it, for becoming a new member. Okay? Thank you. What's going on, Jeremiah? All right, let's get into it. So remember on a live, I want to say a few days ago, we were talking about idol worshiping. So back to the whole Mims thing. Mims did the interview with Brother Boule, and 90%, no, 70% of the audience wasn't buying it. Even if the man was saying, go look it up, they still wouldn't buy it. They was over there saying, that's not true. He don't know what he talking about. It was this, he was everything but the child of God. And in my mind, I kept saying, wow, people are so brainwashed by celebrities that even if you tell them, hey, it's documented, you can go see this, they would rather not go see it, because it then warps their reality and their delusion, right? It warps their delusion because when your delusion is comfortable, when you're in the land of Delulu, it's a very comfortable place. Nobody wants the truth because the truth is uncomfortable. How they say it's easier to trick a man than to convince him he's being tricked. It's been since day one. Why is this important? On a live a few days ago, I said, I don't like celebrities. I tell y'all that all the time. I do not like celebrities. I don't like them. There's nothing about celebrities I like. The reason I say that is because I know that they all sign up to misguide and misdirect you and me. You know what I'm saying? So they get you to love them, and then they're able to do all types of really messed up things under them, right? So speaking of celebrities, shout out to Shira. First of all, before we go to Nikki Nicole, thank you so much for the super chat. It shows join on my Galaxy. On my iPad, it doesn't show on my iPad. Hey, Voodoo. Oh, thank you. Hey, Nikki Nicole. Yeah, I don't know, because when if I'm not in the app or, on another channel, when I go look up Voodoo Doll, it's right there. It's got the notification bell and it say join. So, Ari says, I believe it because they would have been sued him and issued a cease and desist. Exactly. But even with all of that, and he said that, even with all of that, nobody wanted to believe him. Thank you for becoming a member always, Shelly. All right. So that being said, shout out to Shira. I don't want to say her name, her last name, but Shira Minton. I just said it. Girl, I'm sorry, Shira. So a member sent me some things about one of the gospel singers. Remember, I told y'all on that live a few minutes ago or a few days ago. I said, y'all think that these celebrities, any of them are good? I said, if y'all believe that little bitty nigga, Kirk Franklin, if y'all believe that he is any different, you are completely wrong. I said it. I know I said it. I was there when I said it. I said, if y'all believe because he's in the gospel sector, you are completely wrong. Kelly Price even came out and was talking about all the bad things happening behind the church and how everything is going on around there. A lot of people was just like, oh, this some old Mad Day stuff, da 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 da. Okay, girl, whatever. Well, if you guys are familiar with the Illuminati. If you are familiar with them, you do know that most celebrities take photos with one eye covered, right? Let me mess your head up. Hold on. Stand by. I want to show y'all something. All right. Let's see. Do I want to read this? I guess it'll give us some context for what I'm saying. Let's just go ahead. All right. Let's just go into that. Let's just read this. Let me share my screen, because this is going to make so much sense when I show y'all this. All right. So this is an article. This is the first one I've seen, but it's kind of giving them what I'm saying. It says, this is from, let me cite my sources. This is from Very Informed. And it says, why do celebrities cover one eye? 7 reasons why, right? So it says, why do celebrities cover one eye? Illuminati. Following, right? The biggest and most popular reason for celebrities covering one eye is the idea of a large following or induction into the Illuminati. This group has adopted the original all-seeing eye mantra for the use of leading and controlling and managing what is socially acceptable and unacceptable. I need us to say that one more time. This group has adopted the original all-seeing eye mantra for the use, let me highlight it, for the use of leading, controlling, and managing what is socially acceptable and unacceptable, right? That just means basically they control this group controls what you see, what you like, what's good, what's bad. They're responsible for that. That's the purpose of this group. This pose is more of a sign or a continued mention to the group that likes to be seen while also hidden. What does that mean? Think about what I just said about Will Smith. Will Smith has the innocent, family man type of ideology or his whole persona. So when Brother Boule goes on Mims's channel and they're talking about some of the things that he's experienced, the chat is just like, oh, there's no way possible. It's not possible. Now this dude is full of crap. Oh, this dude is full of crap. He don't know what he's talking about. It don't even make no sense. I don't believe nothing he says. Why? Because Will Smith has a great persona. But the gag is that great persona literally leads to this definition. It says this pose is more of a sign of a continued mention to the group that likes to be seen while also hidden. How does that relate to Will Smith? Will Smith is seen as this great guy, but what he does behind that persona, we don't know. So when somebody comes out and says, hey, this is my experience, this is what I've seen, this is what I know, I got proof, you can go look this up, go look that up, people automatically shun him and turn him away because they don't want to believe that this family man is doing the things that he's claiming that he's doing. So it's very unbelievable. I'm sorry, for the masses. I even did a video on it, and the majority of my chat was telling me I'm wrong. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Why not? Because it's Will Smith. Cut and dry. Cut and dry. It's because it's Will Smith. That's it. No reason other than that. Simply and truly because it is Will Smith. That's what it means to be seen and hidden in plain sight. Does that make sense? All right. Now, I want to show you something. Hold on. And we ain't going to spend too much on this, but I want you to see it. Hold on. All right, let me close this. Do you guys remember when, let me show you this. Do you guys remember Willow, his daughter? Look at this photo of Willow, because it's going to be a lot of coincidences, but y'all know how I feel. There ain't no such thing as a coincidence. Look at Willow, an older picture, hold on, of his daughter. Do you guys see that? We just read a small snippet. Didn't want to go through the whole thing. But we just read a small snippet of what that is. Remind you, a lot of these people indoctrinate their children into this as well. You have to know that part. They love to put their children into this as well. Let me see. I want to try. Hold on one second. Because this is going to tie in. Let me see. I might as well go to what I had. Hold on. If y'all notice, most celebrities take these photos, right? Check this out. Hold on. Let me scroll down. Is it taking so long to load? I think it's taking forever to load. I just wanted to show y'all most celebrities. It's taking forever to load, y'all. Sorry, stand by 1 second. It's loading. Come on now. I hate that it's doing this. Is my Wi-Fi good? Y'all know YouTube been tripping, huh? YouTube been tripping on everybody's channel. I'm going to just let y'all see this one because it's the other one taking forever. I need to move this tab because I keep going back over there. All right. Oh, thank you, Brown Sugar Smile, for the for becoming a member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, let me show you guys this. Is it on the right one? Share this tab instead. Now, this may not be. Just take a look at this. This is a common symbol amongst celebrities in the industry. If you go look up celebrities, they either, y'all remember how Aaliyah had the one eye, the swoop? People, I used to think that, I thought the girl was cockeyed. I ain't gonna lie. I used to think Aaliyah was literally cockeyed because she always had that swoop, but she was a child, but she always had that swoop covering that one eye. So when I see all these older celebrities doing this, and then when she became older and then she showed her actual face, it kind of became different. You know what I mean? Because I was like, dang, I thought she was cockeyed or something. Nor Free Thinker says Hollywood is a big fraternity and sorority. They had us believing initially that celebs lucked into, celebs lucked into it. But true tea is most are born in, hazed in, or bought in by affiliation. That part. That particular part right there. That's the key. See, any and everybody can't be in a celebrity world. Why do you think they have gatekeepers? Why did you think that clear man said Diddy is a part of the Boule? He said it is the black portion of the Illuminati. Then you have to think about Cat Williams' interview. He even said himself, he said that Kevin is a plant and they are gatekeepers. Kevin ushered in Tiffany Haddish. Oh, Miss Dogan, stand by. Stand by, Mama. We getting them in here. Cause we just stand by. Give me 5 minutes. We gonna get to the D9. Then we gonna move on to race and all this other stuff I gotta deal with. So look. So all these celebrities have this exact same, scenario type deal. And remember, I told y'all, whether they in the church as a celebrity or they on the street as a celebrity, it is what it is. Check this out. Are you guys familiar with the group? What do you call Mary? Are you guys familiar with that group? Yeah, they had the song. They had a whole bunch of songs that used to play on mainstream radio. The two sisters. Well, Erica, I always thought she was like the cuter one. The other one, her husband kept cheating on her. She's married to that guy who used to do a lot of producing for Brandy. What's his name? Rodney Jerkins or something like that. Yeah, shackles on my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. You remember that? Yeah, Tina blows her out of the water, baby. Yes, ma'am. Tina blows her out the water now. Now, that is a fact. Tina blows her out the water. But I always thought that she, Warren Campbell. That's what it is. Warren Campbell. That's who she married to. But I always thought she was a little cuter because Tina used to be going through hell and high water. We just didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Look at her new album rollout. Look at the new album rollout. Hey, Dina the Explorer. She says Tina has a stank attitude. She does. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that episode when her sister had got cheated on and she kept telling her sister, you need to pray. And her sister said, I'm tired of praying. This nigga keep coming in my house, hurting me, and I tell him to give it all to me, and then he don't want to give it all to me, and then it's just a little more here and a little more here. Dang, man, how much you trying to take me down? Remember that? That was powerful. That was a powerful scene. Every woman who ever been a woman could relate to that. So look at Erica Campbell. See, we are under the guise as black folk that because these people are in the gospel realm. See, our first mistake as black people, we are taught that everybody praises the same God. So when these people get up there and give their speeches and this, that, and the third, we automatically assume that it is actually God blessing them, the God you pray to. But what y'all don't understand is there are many, many gods. Many gods. So when they get up here, first giving honor to God, everybody, y'all don't know who they talking about. Y'all don't know who they talking about. Yes, Fly Girls Manifesting. I was just talking about that. Kelly just went off on the people as well. Talking about, don't pray for me, pray for the church. The church is a mess. All right, Saint. They got something passing. He barking. He protects the house. You know what I'm saying? He protects the house. But look, that part, Meek with the brown eyes. Hold on. Meek, you spitting right now. That's why everybody can't. To be honest, I don't need nobody to pray for me. I got me. I got it. I don't need that part right there. Because see, people believe that just because people are inside of a church or affiliated with a church, they are good. That's why it baffles me with the TD Jakes stuff. All this stuff coming out about TD Jakes and all these other pastors as if this the first time we done heard some crap like this. And it ain't the first time. It ain't the first time. Y'all know most of the trauma that black people experience if they come up in a church comes out of the church first. So they got a whole bunch of people, don't touch not my anointed. Bitch, who? TD, take that. That's who he's about. Oh, girl, bye. If he anointed, then I'm an angel, bitch. Is. Girl, please. He can't be anointed robbing the people every Sunday. Whole nother subject. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna get the going off on my tangents. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sister. When Leandria Johnson, remember they had saw her drinking Patron on live? And the church tried to condemn her. Baby Leandria Johnson went off. She said, y'all worry about me in here drinking liquor in my house on live like y'all holier than thou. She said, that's why I don't go to the church. She said, y'all judgmental. Whole time, y'all got the most corruption. Girl, she went off on them church folk. Do you hear me? Most judgmental. And I don't care what religion it is. The most judgmental sinners are in the church. I don't care what religion, what denomination. I don't care if it's a small spiritual group. The most religious people are the most judgmental. Then they automatically assume that if you're not affiliated with a certain religion, that you don't know nothing about Christianity. Well, the gag is most Christians are the blindest people on the face of this earth. Can we talk? They depend on everything from the pastor. They don't, most of them, some of them do, but most of them don't do their own reading and research. And they literally rely on everything they have from one man who's anointed. But when he get caught up on some real messed up stuff, oh, he's still human. He's still a man. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Anywho's, so, that's just what it is as far as the Christianity portion, right? Now, celebrity worship syndrome is something that we have that's running rampant in the community heavily, heavily, heavily. Most people don't even realize they suffer from it. What is celebrity worship syndrome? If I want to give a brief synopsis in a layman's term, when people literally worship celebrities, they idolize them. Beyonce, one of the biggest, her and Taylor Swift, probably right now today are the two biggest celebrities that people worship. They will give their right foot to go to the concert. They will they are extremely protective of a woman they've never met. Girl, they got a whole church around there. The Church of Beyonce. But it don't just start and stop with her. It goes all the way down. Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Mel from Married to Medicine. It goes all the way down to Krishan, girl. You think I'm lying? These people are literally worshiping celebrities. They are idolizing and worshiping celebrities. That's how when somebody can come out and say, hey, Will Smith is this, that, and the third, the majority of the people say, you a lie. Because that it doesn't feed to the delusion of being ignorant. Does that make sense? Anywho, so I saw this Erica Campbell thing and I said, well, looky here. Is this a coincidence? And then I said to myself, now voodoo, you said ain't nothing in the world coincidence. And I said, I sure did say that. I said, this ain't no coincidence. Why is she taking a photo with one of her eyes covered? That don't make no sense. Thank you, Bonnie B. She said she's new to the channel and love it. Thank you so much. Listen, artists like Michael Jackson, Justin Bieber, they were all Usher, they were raised in it. They were raised in it. Listen, you either got to be affiliated or you're chosen. Affiliated or chosen. Most people raise their children into it. You got Will and Jada around here saying that they churn, well, Jada at least, saying that the churn got her hooked on, started on psychedelic. Girl, you mean your child is the one who came to you to say, hey, mama, do drugs? Thank you, Rocksteady, for becoming a member. That's crazy. Neither here nor there. I want to show y'all something else. And remember I said there are no such things as coincidences. In my opinion, they don't exist. Everything is done by design. There's nothing. Is my thing working? Oh, wrong button. There's nothing that happens by happenstance. In my opinion, I could be wrong, just in my opinion. All right. Now, recently, I don't know if you guys know this.
Let me see you out.
She has now recently been inducted into the Alpha Kappa Alpha, whatever, aka girl, whatever. Erica Campbell, mind you. Stand by. Let's go take a look at her. She just got right now they're giving away memberships. Right now, if you want to join a sorority or a fraternity, all you got to do is pay your dues. You won't probably ever hear from them again, but don't worry about it. Pay your dues. Hey, you guys hit the like button so people can know we around here. All right. Look at Erica Campbell. You know, the Erica's been taking a lot of L's. I don't understand why. Look at Erica Campbell as she's been inducted into the AKAs. Oh, look at that. That bitch ain't probably seen light of day of a college, but she's an honorary member. Yes, she is. Look at them stepping. Always can, all these the new people, the AKAs. Look at she learning how to do her steps. Go ahead on, Erica. Yup. Ski-wee. Girl, was that my cousin? Wait, one of them look like my cousin. Girl, run it back. Oh, yeah, Patti LaBelle in there too. Wait a minute. One of them pictures look like my cousin. Hold on. Look at Patty old ass. Now, why is she getting inducted? No, not there. One of them people looked like my cousin. Maybe I was tripping, girl. Anywho, so yeah, she is now, along with Patty old ass, she's inducted into the not the Hall of Fame, Lord have mercy. She has been given honorary membership to the AKAs. Now you might ask, well, damn, why now? And Patty, why now? Y'all some old ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? Typically, I'm not saying there's an age requirement, because that's not what I'm saying. Girl, Dina the Explorer, hell no. Them hoes ain't seen the inside of a college since the inside of a college seen them, girl. No. So, oh yeah, listen, J-Girl, it's the same thing they doing with PhDs. If you spent a whole bunch of money and spent a whole lot of time on getting a PhD and they turned around and gave one to Black China, girl, I would burn the whole damn degree up. Do you hear me? The whole degree. Because listen, we put the value on this stuff, not them. We put the value on it. So anyway, Erica old ass, along with Patty old ass, decided that they was going to join the AKAs. I think I got another photo. Hold on. I think I got another photo of her and Patty. They say, Patty. I know they say Gladys. You know you work too hard. They might well get her in their next shit. They might well get Gladys. They say, Gladys. You know you work too hard for a man. Something do. They say girlfriend. They might well get Gladys on up in there. Go ahead on, Gladys. So now here's the photo of the girls, the older hoes that joined. We got Erica Campbell, Allison Field. That's the running track. That's the bitch who be running track. That's her. The girl who used to win all the medals. And then we got Patty and Lisa Blunt Rochester. I don't know who that is. Y'all know who Lisa is? Either way, they the new AKAs. Now, why is this important? Are you guys familiar with my video? If not even with my video, but with the subject of the Boule? Do y'all remember that? The Boule? Y'all remember what I was talking about with the Boule? Are you guys, familiar? Dina, who you telling? Who you telling? I'd be pissed if I went through all of that burning sands, crossing sands, and y'all just giving out membership. Girl, what did I do this for? Oh, Mumu said Gladys or Delta. Oh, okay. Who's the track star? Y'all don't know Allison Felix? Girl, let me go get her. Let me show y'all who she is. Y'all know her. Y'all know her. Y'all just don't know you know her. Hold on, let me go get her. Let me go get her. She won like buku gold medals. Buku. That whole had buku gold medals back in the day. It wasn't even that long ago. I'm lying. Get off of here. All right. Let me see if I can find a video because you might know it better. Well, let me show you. Thank you, Gardens and Goddess LLC, for the super chat. She says, told us Aaliyah had the swoop because of mole on her forehead as a kid. I was like, makeup, duh. Showing her face. I thought they finally got her shade right. That's what I said. Cause I thought she was cockeyed. I know in New Orleans, they said that she had a lazy eye. You know, this around the time the other rumor was that Sierra was a hermaphrodite. Y'all remember that too? All of that was around the same time. Well, sort of around the same time. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat, Gardening Goddess LLC. Got another one. Thank you for the super chat, Cosmic Sun Souls. They are the Boule and Blue Vein Society. Oh yeah, we about to get into it. So look, thank you so much, Cosmic Sun Soul. So Erica and them just joined the AKAs. Oh, I didn't show y'all the lady. Let me show y'all the lady, Allison Felix. She was one of the girls. Is it this one? Yeah, let me show y'all Allison Felix. Y'all don't remember her? Y'all don't remember her? And you know what I'm thinking too? If I were a person who went through all of that in college, you can just give away membership to any old body. I have to ask myself, what was the purpose and reason for me going through the stuff that I went through? Like, was there really a real purpose or reason for going through that? Because I could have just waited. Because on the back end, my best friend did that. Her and her husband became members of, I don't know what, I forgot which ones they is. I don't really pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But they just paid their money and became members like 2-3 years ago. So that's the girl, Allison Felix. All right, let me stop sharing that. So if you guys recall my video on the Boule, what I'll do is I'm going to show you. Oh, here we go. I could just share it right here. Is this it? Yeah. Let's go over here. We're going to go do a brief overview of the Boule and how it connects and associated to the D9 organizations. Mind you, let's just read because I think it's got to connect on its own. Hey, Kimmalette. She says, hey, Voodoo, late but here. Hey, thank you for coming in. Y'all like the video, please. Let me show y'all this. Just so y'all, in case some of y'all wasn't here for the Boule Live, I go more into depth on that over there. So please go check it out. Just look up, go on my lives. You'll see it under there. All right. This is the founders of Sigma Pi Phi fraternity. This was the first Black Greek organization ever. Prior to this Black Greek organization, there were no Black Greek organizations. All the other Greek organizations were clear. This is the first, let me say it one more time, the first Black Greek organization. This one. It was called Sigma Pi Phi fraternity. It was a bunch of doctors and some other professionals out of Philadelphia. They all came together and they all created this society. All right? So cool. And I got to do the Freemasons. Every time I go on this topic, I got to write that down. Let me write this down. I always forget to talk about the Freemasons. I always forget. Hold on. Freemasons. I'm writing it down, y'all. I got a board over here that I be using. So, all right, here you are, the founders, Henry McKill Minton, Algernon Bashir Jackson, Edwin Clarence Thompson, girl, and Edwin Clarence Joseph Turnip. That nigga got 5 names. Edwin Clarence Joseph Turpin Howard. Then we have Richard John Warwick, Robert Jones Abel, and then Eugene Theodore Henson. What do y'all notice about these dudes? I always notice this, and it could just be me, but y'all notice that whenever they doing all of these organizations that are connected to the clear people, especially the bad ones, they always find the light bright ones. Ain't that right? The mulattoes, you know what I'm saying? Anywho's, so I'm gonna just read a little bit. It says, founded on May 15, 1904, Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, also known as the Boule, which in ancient Greece was a council of chiefs, is the oldest. Listen, it really is advisor to the king, but let's just say councils of chief for this. Is the oldest continuously existing Greek letter postgraduate fraternity, originally founded by and primarily for eminent Black professional men and later similar professional men of African descent throughout the world. Its founders were 6 exceptional men, 4 medical doctors, 1 dentist, and 1 pharmacist, who at the time was a second-year medical student. I'm not going to go through all of these dudes. It says these men recognize the advantages of belonging to a specific fraternity that would enhance and support professional careers and social relationships while simultaneously providing leadership and assistance to facilitate the enhancement and elevation of such undeserved Black communities as those from which they mostly came and which they professionally existed. I want to see if it's in here. It might be in the second one. Consider the way. Growth. Who cares? All right. Let me go to my next article because it's not in here. I had to go back through all my Boule stuff, y'all. Sorry. Let me go back here. So now we know who founded it, right? Let me scroll up. Sigma Pi Phi. No, I don't need that. I'm trying to find my other article, y'all. I thought I had it already pulled up. Just give me a second. What's the date on this? The 14th? All right, hold on. It is hot in here. I shouldn't have wore this shirt. This ain't gonna work. I ain't gonna lie. I shouldn't have wore this shirt. All right, let me scroll down, y'all. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this shirt ain't gonna make it. I might have to take this mug off, girl. Do I have another shirt down here? Because this light is killing me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I gotta change this shirt. It's gonna take me 2 seconds. Hold on. Let me pull up this super chat. I think somebody just sent the super chat. Because I ain't gonna make it in this shirt. I gotta be comfortable, y'all. Did I miss a super chat? Indeed. Thank you, Adia, Marie, or me. I'm sorry, Moors, but folks want to be Greek, some education. Moors, I don't get what you're saying. Moors, but some folk want to be a Greek. Who are you saying was Moors, Adia? If you could clarify, you don't have to send it through a super chat. Who are you saying was Moors? Because that's a whole other conversation within itself. Let me do this. I'm gonna let this play while I go change my shirt, y'all, because I ain't gonna make it in this shirt. I didn't think this through. Let me see. Let me play. Let me just leave this up here. Y'all, it's gonna literally take me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back, y'all. My bad. All right, where was I? Okay, boom. Yeah, did you ever come back with the Moors thing? I didn't quite understand your super chat. Thank you so much for it. I didn't quite understand it. But yeah, thank you again for the super chat. All right, until she comes back. All right, y'all. So boom, where was I? Oh, the Sigma Phi Pi people. Hold on. So the Sigma Phi Pi was modeled after the Skull and Bones fraternity, which was the clear fraternity that was basically doing a whole bunch of a lot of your presidents. Let me type this. I can't type it up. A lot of your presidents are people who are a part of the Skull and Bones. It's documented. They talked about this on many shows. They've asked Bush and all of these people about them being a part of Skull and Bones. Like, it's a whole thing, right? Basically, Sigma Pi Phi was the black organization, or the black organization that was kind of like, it was the black Skull and Bones is what it was. It literally is what it was. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, you thirsty, man? No, this is the same one they showed. Let me see. This might be it. No, this ain't it. And this is what I've learned in my research, you guys. If you trust Google, you're gonna be jacked up. Google be lying their behinds off. And a lot of people put out articles to change the narrative as well. Is this it? Nope. Nah, that ain't it. Freak. Why can't I find it? I had it on my last one. I'm gonna get it, y'all. Hold on. I promise you I'm gonna get it. Maybe I was overlooking it. My thing fell. So let me know right now. Oh, that song stuck in my head. Shackles on my feet so I can dance. Prophetess TD Jakes. Freak, I hate that I can't find it. What the hell? Is this it? It might be in here. Hold on. Yeah, I think it is in here. Hold on. Nope, I think this that Diddy shit. Nah, this ain't it. Get this off of here. Let me see. I might have to look it up again. Hold on. Yes, a lot of them were Skull and Bones. A lot of them. And remind you, the Sigma Pi Phi fraternity, it was a secret organization. And it was basically like you wouldn't have known that they even existed unless you were chosen. Basically, the way it was were if they wanted you in the group, it's kind of like fraternities used to be. Like, you can't go to them and say, hey, I want to be a part of the group. They have to choose you. It's the same way with celebrities. Somebody said it early. It's the same way with the celebrities. You don't get to just say, I'm gonna be famous. You're selected. I don't care how talented you are. You don't get to say, I'm going to be famous. They choose who they want to be famous. You don't get to say what? I hate that I can't find it. Is there a black season? Is this it? It might be this because I remember this photo. Hold on. I think this. Hold on, y'all. I don't want to get excited. All these damn ads popping up. Girl, get off of here. I wanted to show y'all. I don't like to just say, I like to show y'all. That's why I'm mad because I can't find it. Boule president, Till 10 years ago, we proceed by major times. Oh, well, for right now, until I can find it, y'all, because if you don't believe me, go look at my last live. I had it. I just don't know where it's at right now. All right. So the Black Boule or the Sigma Pi Phi fraternity was modeled after the Skull and Bones fraternity. The Skull and Bones fraternity was a clear Greek fraternity, and I can show you that right here. It was a clear Greek fraternity. Share this tab. It was a clear Greek fraternity. And it says the skull and bones was a common fraternal motif as a symbol of mortality and warning in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. The symbol was adopted for various reasons, but many sporting teams, clubs, and societies in both America and Europe. Now, this is where the so-called Illuminati is connected to the industry, because they're telling you right here that they were basically adopted for various reasons by sporting teams, clubs, and societies in both America and Europe. Now, Hollywood didn't come around till I want to say the early 1900s. Hollywood came around. When Hollywood came around, they came around in the era where basically it didn't really exist, but the same people adopted into it. Does that make sense? So we talking about your early Hollywood stars. I'm talking about way before, all these black stars that came out way before. I think I got to get me bigger than this. Hold on. Way before a lot of the stuff that we know, get this off here, as to be Hollywood. It was modeled after this. This is the way it was modeled. So the Skull and Bones, the Sigma Pi Phi was another segment of the Skull and Bones. Now, boom. A segment a segment of the Sigma Pi Phi fraternity was the Divine Nine organization. A lot of people don't know that, but it was literally the Divine Nine organization. It was modeled after the Sigma Pi Phi, which was modeled after Skull and Bones. Now, Skull and Bones is that secret society that your presidents go through. It's the secret society that a lot of your famous actors, the clear ones though, not the black ones, the clear ones. Remember, black people had to create their own fraternities and sororities in order to be to even have affiliation. They would not allow them in it. And to this day, how many times you see black people in white fraternities? Thank you, Dina Salmon, for the super chat. With the indoctrination of social media, they do still control who becomes famous. Yes. Let me tell you how. I'll give you a prime example of how they control who becomes famous through social media. The reason Krishan Rock and a lot of celebrities are pushed through the algorithm is because they push them. Granted, people don't even realize you have the power to control. You control the algorithm. People don't realize that though. But the government doesn't believe that. I know Faye a lot is missing. I can't go through it all right now because we got other topics to talk about. I talked about it in my Boule video. Y'all should go check that out. So the government doesn't believe that people can make their own minds. They have to control you. That's why they have an electoral college. They control what they want you to think and how they want you to think, because they don't believe that you have the right to make your own decisions and make your own mind. Sometimes when I be going through life, I be like, I see why they say that. But look, so with the algorithms, they push certain people through the algorithms, which is why I done seen people say stuff like, man, I done blocked Krishan, I done blocked Hollywood Unlocked, I done blocked Zeus, and somehow I'm still seeing them on my timeline. That's them showing you who they want you to deem as likable or unlikable, but mostly likable. It's controlling. So it's the same way with Jonathan Majors. Remember Cat Williams said in that video, he was like, since when did black people thinking a big nose and a small head was attractive? Black people ain't never like that. So if that was the case, y'all saying my daddy is attractive. That went over a lot of people's head. What he was saying was he was saying, hey, he said, black people never thought that was attractive because the beauty standard for men and women was a smaller nose, more asymmetrical face. You know what I mean? It was not the black features. But society put him on a magazine and say he was one of the most attractive men, and now all of a sudden black people think that he's attractive. Y'all know good and well if Jonathan Majors wasn't Jonathan Majors, he would not be attractive. He would not be attractive. And we all know that. Yup. Look at that girl now. Said, yeah, got into it with a chick on Twitter, blocked her and then saw her back on my TL, blocked her again. Listen, the algorithm controls everything, but people don't realize that they really control the algorithm. They just don't realize it. So again, I can't go too far into the Boule thing. I did a whole video on it, you guys. Please go look at it. But the Boule was modeled after the Skull and Bones. Also, Freemasonry is a whole thing. Now, I didn't get into the Freemasonry part yet. That's got to be a whole separate video. But the Boule was modeled after the Skull and Bones Society. They were the first black organization, black Greek organization. Here comes the Divine Nine. And you will wonder why somebody like Erica Campbell is being inducted into the Divine Nine. Like, what would she have? Why would she need to do that? Like, think about this. What would a person like Erica Campbell or Patti LaBelle have to do with going into a Greek organization, especially at the ages that they're at? They're not young. It's not like they went and got them, because maybe it's, something that they could do because they're right there. These are old women who have lived lives, raised children. Now, all of a sudden, they are inducted into these Greek organizations. And it's not just them. Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, Said the Entertainer, all of your gatekeeper celebrities. I don't think Diddy was inducted into any. If he is, I'm not sure. Drop it in the chat. Y'all might know more than me. Most of your pastors are in Divine Nine organizations. Y'all do know that, right? Why would the Divine Nine have anything to do with celebrity? That's the thing I ask myself. Why would Divine Nine have anything? D9 is this. Celebrity is that. At first, I was blind. I was like, oh. I said, maybe it's just a coincidence that this person is a Q and this person is a Q. I used to think that. And then as I started seeing more and more celebrities in the Divine Nine, I said, damn. Then what really messed me up, Dr. Jackie is in the Divine Nine organization, and so is Kamala Harris. There are two doctors on that show, Married to Medicine, that deal with women, that deal with women's health. Dr. Jackie ain't the only one. Dr. Simone is also a woman's health doctor. So why did they go get Dr. Jackie, but they didn't go get Dr. Like, what made them choose Dr. Jackie? Now, most people are going to be like, oh, yeah, well, it made sense because that's her sorority sister. They both AKAs. Yeah, you would say that. On the onset, it looks like that. It makes sense. Reach back. That's what the whole organization is. Hey, Brittany, thank you for coming in from Facebook. Most people would just think coincidentally, oh, yeah, they just so happen to be affiliated through this. No. She chose Dr. Jackie because Dr. Jackie is one who knows how to follow orders. She's in an organization where she follows orders. She knows when Jackie was going over her script. Oh, yeah, she had an actual script. When she was going over her script that she was going over to talk to with Kamala, I'm sitting here thinking, I don't think Dr. Simone, I feel like Dr. Simone is more free with her mouth. And I feel like Dr. Simone will be done say something off script, and then they'll be like, oh, no. But Dr. Jackie wouldn't. She knows what to say. She knows to get up there and say, oh, Black women are unaliving at an unalarming rate and da-da-da-da-da-da. Whole time you part of the problem, bitch. I still want that hoe gone. Still. Faith Tinsley says, we don't respect any of those honorary members. Those of us who were initiated have different experiences. You know, Faith, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. I want an honest answer from you, Faith. You a D9 member. Does that not make you feel a way that they just giving out memberships? Like, you went through whatever it is you went through, and y'all never want to say what it is, but they got a whole bunch of videos on YouTube of ex-members who tell us, but y'all never want to tell us, you know, how that makes y'all feel that y'all went through whatever it is y'all went through, and they just giving out memberships like Halloween candy. To me, I would be pissed. Thank you, Cammie, for being becoming a member. I would be pissed. I would be highly pissed. Do you understand me? If I did anything, I don't care what kind of sacrifice it was. If I made any sort of sacrifice, yeah, she said I was pissed. See, if I made any sort of sacrifice to become a member of something, listen, I only have 2 degrees. I have an associate's and a bachelor's. I was going to get my master's. I was going to get my PhD. But when them heifers gave Missy, Black China, all these other people degrees, I said, now what in the hell would I do this for? Why would I risk going into more debt with doggone student loans? Whole time they just giving away degrees like nothing. Thank you, Simply Sammy, for becoming a member. Thank you so much. But what I'm saying is, why is celebrity crossed over to the D9s? What would be the reason? This is a real question I want to ask y'all. What would be the reason? She says Anthony Anderson did not go to the Q plot after we graduated from Howard in 2022. What that mean? The Q plot? That mean he didn't cross over the sands? What you saying, girl? You gotta educate me on that. Now I don't know the lingo. But what would be the reason for them to be inducting old women into the AKAs? I guarantee you, Patti LaBelle wasn't sitting around on her couch one day saying, I want to be an AKA. That lady in her 60s or 70s. I'm almost positive that lady wasn't sitting over there eating one of them nasty ass patty pies and looked up out of mid-bite and said, you know what? I want to be an AKA. You can't make me believe that. Now, Heather, you is saying a lot. Election time. Kamala is an AKA. The way politics works. Oh, she 82, Tiffany? God damn, that's even worse. That's like my grandma 80, what, 83, 84? If my grandma woke up tomorrow and said, I want to be an AKA, I'm going to say, go sit your ass down. You don't need no damn AKA. Go lay down, grandma. Grandma, go lay down. I'm talking about some damn, you want to be an AKA. No. But most 80-something-year-old women ain't waking up saying, I want to become an AKA. But it's funny you say that, Heather Spirit. Election time. Y'all have to understand how strategic politics is. Kamala is an AKA. They are going to need the Black women to show up again in their chucks and pearls, or whatever them hoes be saying. Y'all remember 4 years ago, 3 years ago, them hoes was out there in front of the line, the Deltas, this the AKAs, whatever the sign is, I don't know. Then you had the Zetas, the Betas, the Adas, all the hoes. Oh, girl, that was in the line. And the people, oh, that's so beautiful. They need all the Black women. They need all the Black women to carry their ass down there in their chucks and their pearls to make sure Kamala, you know the bitch y'all was crying for when she was doing her it's the first Black woman. And then right after that hoe put her hand down, she said, I ain't Black, bitch, I'm Indian. What's up? Oh, yeah. So I believe that too. I believe that to be a facet of it too. Because why does Patty need to be an AKA? So she could be over there playing with Kamala so that y'all could go vote because we love Patty? Or Erica Campbell could use her influence in the church where the church is majority black woman, and then she can get up there and say ski, and all the girls go ski, and she said, "You guys, you need to vote for Kamala. She's my sister. She's such a great woman. She's gonna do this for black people. She's gonna do that. She's gonna be black again by this year. Oh yeah, it's 2024. She black again. See, for the last 3 years she was Indian. This year, she gonna be black. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna be black again, and they can use somebody like Erica Campbell with her influence to influence other people to vote. It's deeper than that, though. It's deeper. That's one level of it. Calando says, it means if you didn't cross the burning sands, you can't come to the plot. I'm told Beta Sigma, not a part of D9, but it was founded by clear people. This is why it's so big. Oh, you in a clear fraternity. You clear. But good insight. Good insight. It's a clear fraternity. He said, if you don't cross she said, I'm sorry, if you don't cross the burning sands, you cannot come to the plot. Now, I don't know what the plot is, but thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Gotcha. That's interesting. And you in the clear fraternity, or is it just founded by the clear people? Oh yeah, because see, the D9 is only the black people. Makes sense. All right, so look, I feel like it's deeper than political. I think that's one layer of it. Most of when you think about what that clear man said, when you think about what that clear man said when he said Diddy is a part of the Black Boule, and the man said, "What is the Black Boule?" He said it is the black portion of the Illuminati. Y'all remember he said that? When he was standing next to, and I could pull it up on TikTok, when he was standing next to TD, take that, Jakes. He was doing a hand symbol. A hand symbol that is also familiar to most people, right? You're probably wondering to yourself, oh, it's just a coincidence. Ain't. But he was doing this hand symbol next to TD. And I haven't even looked to see if TD Freemason or if he D9. He probably is. But let me show you this. Look at this hand symbol Diddy is using. Y'all see this hand symbol Diddy using? Hold on. Let me make sure I got it up good. Look at that hand symbol Diddy using. Let me pull it up.
The signs were always there.
Look at Diddy hand symbol. Let me see if I can pause it. I should be able to pause it. All right. Y'all see Diddy's hand symbol? When that clear man said Diddy is a part of the Black Boule, and he said, who's the Black Boule? He said it is the black portion of the Illuminati. He says, and he didn't go into detail. He was trying to go into detail about the experience, but he didn't go into detail what the Black Boule was. I did a whole video on it. Go check it out. So the Black Boule was the secret society that was basically, they were the gatekeepers. Remember, Kat said that Kevin Hart is a gatekeeper. We know that to be true because if Kevin Hart don't stamp you in the comedy world, you're not going through. Which is why when Kevin Hart started his reign at the top, Kevin Hart literally took over. If you wasn't on Kevin Hart's ship, you done. So Diddy allegedly being a part of the Boule, which not just him, I believe most of your major politicians, Kamala, I believe, and I don't know this to be fact, I believe Martin Luther King was one of the Boule. Because this is why I'm saying, most of these people who have this much control over the populace, I believe they are part of the Boule. Martin Luther King was able to turn around a whole generation of black people and then generations further by his belief of us being integrated. Diddy, remember he did his vote or die campaign? Y'all remember he did his vote or die campaign? Faye says, I still don't understand how Anthony Anderson and D.L. Hughley became honorary members, and one of them didn't even complete high school. And they were initiated through Zoom. Make it make sense, because this the part, Faye. This the part. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Why are all of these celebrities becoming honorary D9 members? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Why are all of these celebrities becoming honorary D9 members? At first, I thought it was a coincidence that, said a D9 and Steve Harvey is a Q and Ricky Smiley is a Q. Then I said, oh shit, Shaq a Q. Shaq a Q, this one a Q, that one a Q. At first it was just coincidence. But then the more and more start coming out, and I'm starting to realize these niggas didn't even go to college. How is it that they are becoming Boule? Not Boule, D9. When we looked at the Boule, the secret society was put there, the Black Boule, to help control. That's what they were there for, to help control. That was their whole purpose, to help control. Your NAACP were there to help control. When the black folk was getting out of line, I did a video on that with Malcolm X. Go look at that one too. When the black folk was getting out of line, the government hired, listen to me again. The government hired Martin Luther King and SNCC and a few other people. Their job was to go around to black companies or black communities. Girl, who is this? Their job was to go around to black communities and make sure and calm them down. Oh, Roland Martin, I hate that big fat bitch. I can't stand him. I can't stand that big fat bastard. Yup, Cosby too. Somebody said Cosby. Look. Somebody said Cosby. Yeah. Yes, he was. Martin Luther King was alpha. Their sole job, I did a whole video on it. Malcolm X called them out and said, and if I'm lying, tell him come up in front of everybody and say I'm lying in front of everybody, because I know I'm not lying. And Martin Luther King never came up, but he exposed them for being hired by the government to control niggas. Whenever we got out of control, it was him and the NAACP who was supposed to go around and make sure we didn't go into a revolution, civil unrest. We supposed to sing songs and hold hands and say, we shall overcome. It's a whole video on it. Check it out. The same control that Martin Luther King had over black people. Now, granted, I don't think there's one black person in America today that has that much control, but there are a bunch of black people in America collectively that control the populace. Your pastors control a large portion, or what used to be a large portion of black people, because they run the church. Everything goes in and out of the church. Everything. The way you vote, your practices, your beliefs, any and everything you do come out of the church. So the church is one way they were able to control. Well, black people started coming up out of there. Shout out to the black people. What she said? I missed it. Can you retype it in, Colando Edison? Can you retype? Did I miss it? Is it further up? Let me see. Did I miss it? Oh, Martin Luther King was alpha. I saw that one. Did she say something else? But look, I'm going to be looking out for it. So, that poor G Powell. I'm reading the comments. I'm all in the comment section, girl. He says, what I don't understand is how they make vows to D9, then turn around and claim a vow to God. It don't make sense, but that's the delusion they live in. So it is what it is. Anyways, so Martin Luther King was hired to keep us steady. While we over here singing, we shall overcome. It was a whole bunch of behind the scenes working. He was actually paid. He was actually paid to do that. He was paid to do that. Now, fast forward to 2024. Most Black celebrities, if they aren't D9, they are now being honorary members of D9. In your mind, D9 and celebrity don't even go together. Like, it's just like D9 over here, celebrity. They may be synonymous, but for the most part, they don't go together. Yes, they do. Because you got to understand, social media is a gift and a curse. Social media is a curse in the sense of it's got our brains fried, but used correctly, internet can be an extremely helpful tool to open your way of thinking because information is at your fingertips. You get what I'm saying? Information is literally at your fingertips. So it will make sense why Yolanda says the church used to be our meeting place to discuss how we're going to combat the clear man's agenda. It was a place of safety and secretary. It used to be. To about, I want to say about the 50s, 40s, and 50s. We did a whole live on that too. Educational Friday, we were talking about Black folk. It used to be when the NAACP came around. Oh, that changed. Because guess what? Passer did what the NAACP said. They got a whole documentary on that. We covered a little bit of it. But the internet is a gift and a curse. It's a gift. It's a curse in the fact that, like I said, we are all, our brains are frying. It just is what it is. But if used correctly and not abused, it can be something that basically could be extremely beneficial because we have access to more information. Our parents and their parents didn't have this access to information at all. They just didn't. They had to go to a library. Granted, it was there, but it wasn't as easy. That's why you think they're taking over Google. Now, when you Google stuff, it only comes up what they want you to know. It ain't telling you everything. It only tells you what they want you to know. Let's move on. D9, because I think I'm getting off topic. All right, D9. The Divine Nine organization. Let's go pull them up. Let's go pull them up. Oh, I wanted to show y'all this too. I had researched this. I wanted to show y'all this. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, this ain't it. I don't know what the hell this is. So look, let's go pull up the D9. So the D9 comes about in 1930. Don't quote me. I'm about to pull them up right now. Sure. P. Diddy and Zeus, girl, bye. Did I miss this already? Short story. Let me just look it up again. I can't. How do I keep? I gotta find a better way to do this shit. Let me see. All right, let's go pull up the Divine Nine in this origin, child. All right. So I don't like using Wikipedia, and I don't like using news sources. Let me see if I can find the EDU. I had an EDU site up here. Divine. Where that EDU site I had? This .com. Let's do this one, .org. Let's do this one. All right. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see this. All right, so NAACP Connect. This is from NAACConnect.org. It's already a skewed site because it's the NAACP. I don't trust none of them Negroes. A lot of them light-skinned Negroes, they were all a facade, and they were probably one of the worst things that happened to black folk. But we'll get into that on another blog. So it says Black Greek letter organizations, or BGLOs, began to come into fruition in the early 20th century due to the trials and tribulations that many Black people were facing within the United States at the time. The inclusion of African Americans in universities proved to be trying times for Black students in the early 1900s. Often ostracized and banned from joining many social organizations, Black students began searching for ways to cope with these struggles. This is cap. I hate reading it. It's cap. There were a few attempts at creating a intercollegiate BGLOs with Alpha Kappa Nu beginning in 1903. That's the clear one. And then disbanded due to a struggle in keeping steady membership. Alpha Phi Alpha was the first. Oh, no, that's the black one. Alpha Phi Alpha was the first successful fraternity to sustain its membership and expand. All right. So it's just giving you a history of the fraternities. So A Phi A, that's Martin Luther King, 1906. Then Kappa, 1911. Q Dogs, Omega, 1911. Phi Beta Sigma, 1914. Iota, 1963. And your sororities go as AKA, 1908. Delta Sigma, so the Deltas, that's 1913. Zeta Phi Beta, 1920. And Sigma Gamma Rho, 1922. How many of y'all remember? How many of you guys remember that movie School Days? I remember School Days came on and I wanted to go to college just to pledge. I literally wanted to go to the college just to pledge and then right after that, a different world popped off. They was over there pledging over there. I wanted to go to college just to pledge. I didn't care what it was. I know I wanted to go to HBCU and I wanted to go to pledge. I remember people thinking this is such a great thing. It's promoting HBCUs, and it did. It promoted HBCUs, and not only did it promote HBCUs, it made Black people want to be educated and also join these fraternities and sororities. What people didn't know at the time was it was a recruiting tool. Are we following this? That movie, along with The Cosby Show, doing A Different World, those were recruiting tools. Because prior to that, the fraternity sororities existed. Those are facts. But they needed advertisement, right? They couldn't put it on the billboard because it ain't going to hit that hard. They needed recruiting tools. And they need people like, listen, their agenda doesn't work unless we're involved. We at some point have to be involved in their agenda. So when they say, okay, we need to recruit, put it in a movie, put it in some TV. Black folk love entertainment. Everything we get is through entertainment. When James Brown came out saying, say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud, that was to push the Black agenda. Before that, we wasn't called Blacks heavily. We had other names. We were Negro. Then James Brown came in right after the Black Panthers and all and Malcolm X and all of them was gone. He come in to reinforce by saying, say it loud, I'm Black and I'm proud. We've been Black ever since. Nope, I'm lying. Oh, Jesse Jackson came up in the 90s and told us we was African American. Now, Twitter told us here last year, or was it year before last, we Black Americans. They always tell us who we us, but that's not the hint of them. It was an advertisement tool. The song, it was an advertising tool. We used to be colored. Yes, ever since podcast, we used to be colored. We had multiple names before that. And we're going to get into that here in a second. But we were colored. We were all these other things. But they tell us through these celebrities, that's why I call them puppets, because it's somebody behind them pulling the strings. Through these celebrities, they tell us who we are. What's his name? James Brown enforced the Black and I'm Proud movement. Jesse Jackson enforced the African American movement. Now we have social media. We don't necessarily need a person. So Twitter told us we was Black Americans. It baffled me. I didn't know that. I thought I saw it trending and I didn't realize it. Remember I told you they control the algorithm? I saw it trending and I was just like, Black American, what the hell is this? And then I realized, oh, now we Black Americans. I said, here we go again. Neither here nor there. When they put those movies out for those D9 organizations, and they were fake ones, but they were modeled after the real ones. Y'all remember G5G? That was the Q Dogs. Y'all remember the fraternity Tisha Campbell was in? That was the AKAs. Look at a different world. The sorority Whitley Gilbert was in, although it wasn't called that, was the AKAs. The sorority Jada Pinkett Smith was in was the Deltas or something like that, the hood ones. Remember? They were all recruiting tools. When remember Ron in what's that boy name? Whitley Old Man. What was Whitley Old Man name? Remember Ron and him went to pledge for the fake Qs? It was another name, but they called them the Qs. Mind you, the guy who played Ron, he also played in the movie School Days. So Dwayne Wayne, thank y'all. Dwayne Wayne. Remember in that episode, I watched every single episode of that show at least 5 times. I know them all, like the back of my hand. Remember when Dwayne went to go with Ron to pledge for the fake Qs? Remember he went up there to pledge for the fake Qs? He went up there and he ended up, it wasn't for him. Dwayne Wayne didn't make it, but Ron did. They did a lot of paddling. They did a lot of humiliation stuff. They had him over there cleaning and cooking and doing all of this stuff. That's to get your brain relaxed to the idea that it's okay to go through this shit because we need you to go through this shit. So when Dwayne Wayne didn't make it, it still emphasized on the show that Ron did make it. Hell, you can look at, they did it through advertising through the Fresh Prince. Remember when Will and Carlton, y'all remember when Will and Carlton went to pledge? And the people said, we'll take you, Will, but we're not taking Carlton. And Will was like, why? And he was like, because your cousin an old preppy ass dude, and we don't want them kind in our fraternity. And then Carlton went off on a dude, remember talking about, but I'm still black. See, we looked at it as entertainment. That was advertisement. I never watched Meet the Browns. Lipstick Drama said Meet the Browns. I've never watched it. I don't know. I don't do Tyler Perry. I don't do no Tyler Perry nothing. So I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I couldn't even tell you nothing about. I'm sorry. I wouldn't know who this man is if he walked right past me today. I'm so sorry to that man. Girl, I don't know nothing about no damn Tyler Perry, okay? I'm just playing. I'm just saying. But those were advertising tools. Now, why would they advertise? Well, they need more members. Why y'all need more members? That's the only reason you would advertise anything is to recruit. Why would you recruit? Because you need more people. It's easy. You will ask yourself, well, if it's such these small societies, why they need to recruit all these people? It don't make no sense. You got people coming in through college, especially in the 80s and the 90s. Black folk was driving through colleges with dump trucks. Do you hear me? We were going through college like nothing. So you would say, well, why they need all these people? This don't make no sense. Recruitment, and recruitment's for more puppets so that they can use you to control. Dr. Jackie was used to control. Them people know Dr. Jackie ain't shit, man. You think them people ain't know that she was? To be honest, if I had to guess, and I never been to none of them, I would say Dr. Simone is the better doctor. But what I'm saying is these people are coincidentally all part of the Divine Nine. Yet these are all people in positions of power. Power in a sense of you look up to them. All black women 40 and over love Patti LaBelle. Some younger, but for the most part, most black women 40 and over love Patti LaBelle. All the church hoes love them some Mary Mary. All the sports people love them some Shaq. All of the who else we said? It's a control thing. And they use it effortlessly. They do it all the time. Now, with the Divine Nine, all those people who suffered and went through it and didn't get to the other side as the other ones did, because there are some that do. There are some that become, see, there's a class system in every system. They got a lot of people in D9 organizations. They're, Stomp the Yard too. Thank you, Tiffany. Stomp the Yard. Listen, there are a lot of people in D9 organizations that will wrestle you down to the ground and be like, that's not true. D9 not like that because I went through. There are class systems in every single organization that's in the world. Just because you might not know, you only at this level of information, don't mean they got people. Don't mean they don't have people in that organization that have more classified information. Does that make sense? So the average D9 person will wrestle you down to the ground, even though they will never admit to you the rituals. Let me say it again. Even though they will never admit to you the rituals they had to endure. Y'all saw the black dude I played that was accused. That boy said he been branded 12 times. He was branded 12 times. Yes, branded. The same thing they told us they did the slaves to make sure that the people knew who their property was for. Branded. He was branded 12 times. The D9 will not get up here and tell you they done gone through. But some of them are. Some of them are. When they denounce and they realize, how can I be in AKA or Delta or whatever and be a Christian? You can't. Just because you go to church don't mean you're not serving two gods. And one of them gods that you serving, you know, the one you did the rituals with? Check this out. I want to show y'all something. Check this out. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Let me say that again, fair use. I just want to show this for educational purpose. I could do this one. Hold on. Let me let the ad play on. Let me share my screen. Check out this girl who denounced some of the things that she's going to come up with. Some of the things she's going to say. Let me open it up bigger.
I was pledging in the woods.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, I'm going back on mute. Continue.
We went into the woods and we had to link up and we were in trash bags in the rain. And they would ask questions, knowing that we really didn't know each other at all. So they would ask us questions about each other and no one would say anything. No one actually know the answer. Didn't, make up anything of, what her favorite color was. Didn't make up anything. So they had us standing in these ivy stands and they would place their phones on our hands. Say, if you drop my phone, such and such is going to happen to you. So the girl that they put their phone on her hand, she had to hold her hand up in that stance for long enough to not drop their phone in the mud.
Now, look. This girl talks to people who have pledged. Let me make sure I got my thing up good. Hold on, y'all. Who have pledged and has since denounced. All right. These people are going to go over some of the things that they had to go through in order to cross the burning stands or whatever, girl. Let me fast forward.
Part of the D9, but Deltas and AKs. And the colors, I fell in love with the colors, so I knew that. I always wanted to be an AKA to be able to wear those colors. And then at the time growing up, I was a kid. So the women, their character inspired me. That's based on what I knew then. But now that I'm an adult, and have more interaction and actually see people in their real element, it's like, okay, No, that's not what I thought I was admired by growing up as a kid type of.
Mind you, everything that's done to change society is done through the kids. Everything that's done to change society is done through the kids. That whole integration movement was done through college kids. Everything that's done to change society is done through the kids. When most people join fraternities, also gangs, they join as children. Most people join fraternities, sororities, and or gangs as children because they're impressionable. Most people want the family. Most people want the brotherhood, the sense of belonging, all of that. Why do you think the military, recruits straight out of high school? Most change that happens to a society happens through the children. All right. So this girl said she liked the colors. She liked this, she liked that. These are some of the things that attracted her to this organization. Now check this out. Hold on. Where my tab at? All right here. Let's fast forward, get to it, Fat.
Scrambling around the community, the base, everywhere on the college campus to be able to try to find it, unless someone actually told you. And that's girls that, was part of the process. They were talking about it. They said it. And I was like, oh, okay. And it was just kind of a lot of chattering. Oh, that's the girl that reached out to Jaleesa, to write her recommendation letter, such and such. They're having their side conversation. I was like,
and that's crazy because back then you had to get recommendations. They had to choose you. And now they're just giving it away to celebrities. Girl, I'll throw the whole damn fraternity away and sorority. Don't forget they used to, that people said they, AKA, had a paper bag test. Oh, yeah. If you were darker than the bag, you couldn't join allegedly. It wasn't just them. The dance teams in college. I remember Southern University, the what they call them, the dancing dolls. I remember at one time, if you was a certain hue, you wasn't getting on. I do you one better. It went all the way down to high school. Me and my best friend tried out for the dance team. My best friend don't even have rhythm, no cap. Love her down to the ground. She don't have no rhythm. She made the dance team because she light skinned. I perfected the dance and I didn't make it. Yeah, shit crazy. Oh, they definitely have a brown paper bag test. For sure. They just started letting the darkies in.
Of course, I did make it, which was, God's plan of, what her favorite color was. Didn't make up anything. So they had us standing in these ivy stands and they would place their phones on our hands. Say, if you drop my phone, such and such is going to happen to you. So the girl that they put their phone on her hand, she had to hold her hand up in that stance for long enough to not drop their phone in the mud. And it was just so chaotic. It was just so much. As I think about it now, looking back, like I really allowed somebody to treat me that way. We had another process where, because we couldn't go back into the woods because someone found out where we did it at one of the girls that was on the line with me, dad's shop. So we would go to his building or to her house.
You said shop
Mm-hmm.
like what you mean?
He was a photographer.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So we went to his photographer shop and they would call and say, you need to go buy me food. You had 8 minutes to go get their food. Spending my money. I was already a broke college student. Like, I'm spending my money buying you Wendy's.
Pause. See, people see that surface level and they think, oh, it's something you have to go through. See, a lot of people wonder why they're so close-knit. I'm talking about the fraternities and sororities, because they do be going through a lot of stuff. But I don't think they even realize that the rituals that they're going through, the humiliation rituals, the mind reprogramming that they're going through. But these people don't even realize that they are being reprogrammed. No different from the military. No different from them. When people join the military and they go through boot camp, they typically, at least at first, come out a different person because they tear you down and build you up the way they want you to be. It's the same thing with the D9. Jojo Ant says, what's your solution? Don't join the D9. What else you want me to see? Don't join the D9. That's my solution. Anyways, they don't realize that when they're going through this stuff, they think it brings them closer because that's what's being told to them by the people who run it. And that's the gag. The people who run it had the same thing happen to them, and they are too indoctrinated to believe that this is part of the process. Like it's just part of the process. Like you got to go through it. We all have gone through it. You get it?
Some chili at Wendy's. So I'm like, okay, so of course I still want to be on this line. I still want to become an AKA. So I'm doing it. And what really got me during that process of the pledging process of one time we were at one of the girls that was on the line with me house. They came in and pledging us at her house, and they were knocking down her parents' pictures. They were just, I'm like, are you serious? Like, you really doing this in somebody's house, really just coming in disrespected, knocking down their pictures. And that really rubbed me the wrong way. But of course, I didn't say anything because I still wanted to be a part of it. So we were going through doing all type of things for them. You know, they would come in and talk down on us, talk about it.
Who this is? Miss Dogan, to you. As a D9 member for 30 plus years, I denounce what you are saying. LOL, I have only benefited from my membership. I have a really quick question. If you want me to drop the link, just hit drop the link. I want you to tell me what you benefited from being in the D9. I really do. I want you to tell me how you benefited from being a part of the D9 for 30 long years. I am curious to know. I am curious to know what was so great of a benefit for you to join the D9 and 30 years later say, this was the best decision I could. You too, Faye. I see you on here talking about I too benefited. I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. I swear to God, no cap, no shade. I really would love to hear it. I would love to hear how you guys benefited for 30 years for the first person, and I don't know how long you've been in faith, but I would love to hear how you benefited from becoming a D9 member. Real talk. If y'all want to come up, come on up. I would love to hear it. If you want to put it in the chat, put it in the chat. I'm not even trying to shade you. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody to feel like I don't want you to feel you attacked or nothing. I really want to know. This is an honest and true question. I got family that's D9. I got a whole bunch of people, and I'm still trying to figure out how these people is benefiting. Faye said she could come up. Good. I'm dropping this link, y'all. This is just for Faye. This is just for Faye. Do not come up unless you Faye or the other lady. I can't remember her name. Or unless you D9. If you D9, come on up and you want to say how you benefited. If you D9 and you want to say how you benefited, come up. If you're not D9, I'm hanging up on you. I'm telling you now. Because this wasn't even supposed to be a call-in show. But I really I'm curious as to how this happened. All right, how you benefited.
Us, and there was 2 girls that dropped out actually throughout the process. And then, so we couldn't finish our pledging process because we were under investigation because 2 girls had dropped out. And we were all upset and we were all mad at the girls. Like, I've paid all this money. You're not going to stop me from pledging. I've been wanting this for my entire life. I'm using the phrase, I prayed for this type of thing. Like, I prayed to the Lord and he finally let it happen for me. And so there was so much confusion between the...
Pause. We got 2 people up here. Hey, Miss Dogan. Hey, Faye.
And so
Hey.
Hey. Let me read the super chat really quickly. A lady 747 says D9 sets folk up for toxic church leadership. Thank you so much for the super chat, a lady 747. All right, who want to go first?
Maybe Miss Dotun because she's older.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
you've been in the longest.
She learned about deference and everything. You go, girl.
I can't with you.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I discovered you last night over on AT Aliens channel. She told us to come over and visit. So
I like Michelle.
yeah,
I like Michelle a lot.
and I have enjoyed my time with you. But
Thank
yes, I've
you.
been a member since spring of '91. I joined as a second semester freshman for the leadership aspect of it, and baby, everything that has been poured into me over these 30 years, I couldn't be the person that I am today. I don't feel like if it wasn't for all those people who have poured into me over these years, all the things I have learned and gained from my experience of being a member, all the benefits I have reaped from networking and those type of things. And no, I never experienced any hazing.
So really quickly, when you crossed in 91, they weren't doing the hazing thing as like they do.
Well,
now?
actually in 90, pledging ended in 90, technically. It was supposed to end in 91. So when I joined, I would have been the first group to be a part of the membership intake, where you are only supposed to sign your name on the dotted line and pay your money and you're a member. That's what the
I heard they
process
wasn't
called when
doing
I
that though. Is that true?
Right. I was gonna say, but of course, a whole lot of people was not doing that, including my people. You know, they tried to do some stuff, but I just said I wasn't going to participate, and I did not. I was always the missing one. So I don't know what other people went through, but I never experienced any hazing, and of course, I never, put that on anybody else or tried to put that on anyone that came in behind me.
Okay, so I can give the chat some clarity. The reason that they were not supposed to do any more crossing over, or as far as like hazing and all that stuff, because the D9 had went under investigation for like, didn't somebody unalive or something like that?
Yes, for some deaths. So all of D9 came together, met, and decided that as a whole, they were going to end above ground pledging, or pledging period, and adopted the membership intake.
I watched a documentary on that. That's how I know about it.
Yeah, so there's good and there's bad and everything. And
so let me ask you. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm saying there's good and bad and everything, and there's also a whole lot of good in joining.
So let me ask you a question. You said you got a lot of leadership skills out of the D9. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, first I'll say that I'm a member of Sigma Gamma Rho, and if anybody knows, it's like the smallest of the Greek organizations. So when I joined, I joined with 9 people, but in the chapter it may have been about 10. So, and again, like I said, I joined as a second semester freshman, so I was very young. I wanted to jump in and be involved. I wanted to be a part of something that it wasn't a whole lot of people, where I would actually be able to take on a leadership role and learn, from that experience. So that's what I did. The next year, I became, I took on an office, and from that office and showing my leadership skills, I was able to get positions within other campus, groups and things like that. So, of course, you can gain leadership skills from other areas as well, but I gained mine through the sorority.
Right. So would you say that your leadership or your opportunities came from the connections, or more or less from the skills you obtained?
Both.
We know one is going to outweigh the other. If you had to pick one, because you can say both, but one has more of an influence than the other. It's never really 50-50.
Or you mean on me, which had most influence?
Yeah, for you, because I know you can't speak for everybody. Just
for me, the most influence I would say would be the skills that I learned.
Right.
Just because I was able to be involved in so many planning activities, attend so many conferences, learn from so many important people. So I just gained a lot.
Okay, that makes
sense. From a young age.
So the skills you learned from the sorority, correct? Okay, so you would attribute your success to said sorority because they taught you the leadership skills. Let me ask you this: do you believe that you could have learned those leadership skills without being in the sorority?
It's possible. I don't know if it would have been as easy, because I feel like joining a sorority, you're now a part of a group of like-minded people who are interested in the same things, that you are, and you may not get that opportunity if you're just doing it on your own.
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. How did your connections work? You said you got connections through it as well. How do you like? How would you elaborate on that?
To elaborate on that, I would say, even with other organizations, because I'm in, my sorority, it'd be a lot of hate and all that going on, but there's also a lot of love. So we're talking about thousands and thousands of people. From an early age, even from college, I've been able to secure jobs just because I was in a sorority and the person who was doing the hiring was in a sorority or fraternity.
Right.
And that just helped.
So you would say, and if I'm wrong, correct me, but you would say you being connected through the sorority gave you a better advantage than the other person.
Yes, in many situations.
In many situations. All right. Do you think that sometimes there are people who get those advantages even though they aren't as qualified as the people that they get chosen over?
Most definitely.
Okay. So you would say that it's a system that works, but it's flawed as well.
Correct.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Now, this is the last question I want to ask you, and I'm gonna go on to Faye because I don't want to keep you up too long. And I truly appreciate you, Miss Dogan, for coming up here. Listen, you and Faye, y'all don't understand. This is great. I'm getting my little interview on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so you don't have to answer, but I'm very curious to know, and I'm gonna ask the same question to you, Faye. If you don't want to answer, I totally understand. But I have a question, and I really want to know if you can help me out with this. As a D9 member, have you ever had any challenges or thoughts or even questions about your service to, if you believe in God, your service to God and to the organization? Like, has that ever been a thing? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I do believe in God, and I find it odd when, a lot of people would join and say that, they feel like they have to give their life to the organization versus, God or what have you, but that's not the case. What I learned, or how it was explained to me, is that our organizations are formed on godly and biblical principles. So clearly, they believed in God. So I don't think that they would be asking me to do anything that would be ungodly, I would say.
Okay. So you would base that off of what you believe they believe.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not anything that I've seen.
Right.
But,
And listen, I appreciate you so much because you don't understand how most people navigate through life like that. So you ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm just trying to get more clarity for myself and for the audience as well. Thank you, Miss Dogan. You can stay up really quickly if you want, but I want to move on to Faith.
Hey, Faith.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Boo, how you doing?
I'm fine.
All right. So what would be the benefits you would think you got from the D9 organizations?
Okay. Well, for me, I got a sense. Well, it's scaffolding. Basically, for me, it built something in me as far as it made my self-esteem much stronger. I think that so oftentimes people who look for self-esteem in these organizations tend to be warped in judgment and warped in a lot of things as far as ideology and how they go about their daily life. I think oftentimes when you go into the D9 organizations, it's a business first, and that's what we're taught. We're taught that this is 99% of business. The other part that you all see with the stepping and everything, that's like less than one. For me, it built a professional development. It strengthened it. It allowed me to actually have etiquette tutors. Not saying I was rough around the edges. I wasn't a Krishan or anything, but it actually helped me develop a keen sense of awareness of who I am. It didn't change me to become a molded clay of what someone else wanted me to be. I was still able to be myself and still explore and navigate who I wanted to be, what I like and what I didn't like. So that was it.
Okay. All right. Do you feel like you've gotten connections, out of this?
I've gotten plenty of connections out of this.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot. I taught overseas, and I met AKAs and Zetas and SG Rose. I'm a Delta.
Mm-hmm.
I went over, and that's how old I am because we don't say that anymore. I went over in 01, spring
Mhm.
01. And I met a lot of people. I've met a lot of key figures in Senate. There's a lot of Deltas in Congress,
Mm-hmm.
and I met a lot of them. I met a lot of presidents,
Mm-hmm.
HBCU presidents. So yes, the connections are very powerful, but it's also how you use it. I look at it like this: if I give you $1 million and you don't know anything about budgeting and money management, you're just going to blow it on anything.
Right. Right.
So you have to be aware, and you have to understand that there are certain things that you need to do in order to prevent you from being flat broke and starting all over again.
Right.
So yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And then also for you, have you ever felt like you were at, first of all, when you went over, and you don't have to go into details, when you went over, were they hazing?
I was only paying attention to myself and my line. We
I see your face.
I was always paying attention to myself and my line, but I can only speak for myself and my line. I can honestly say the membership intake process, we did some things, but it wasn't against the law. We didn't haze nobody. I don't know. We had big sisters that were confident within themselves, and they weren't insecure. See, when a woman puts her hands on you, she's insecure.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. Our big sisters didn't do that. They weren't insecure. So no one demeaned us and tried to build us up. What they did was they taught us how to be in a leadership position. And what I mean by that is, and that's pledging to me, what I mean, how to be the only Black person in a room full of white men, and you got to lead. That was pledging for us, I remember that, and that was hell for a lot of us, because especially if you were an introvert. So so that type of pledging, they don't, I don't know what other people do, but for me and my experience, that was hell for me, because they put us in situations where you're going to be the only person of color, and you're going to be a woman, and you got all these white people with nepotism and money, and you got to try to convince these people to respect you, and you have to lead them. And you have to make sure that they respect you enough that they're not going to go to the side and do something else.
Yeah.
So it was my pleasant experience was more like that, to build up.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I had another question. I should have wrote it down. Oh, you agree that hazing don't have to always be physical, right?
It doesn't have to be physical. Yeah.
Right. So remember, the girl was just saying the girl had to hold her hand out to hold the phone. That's a form of hazing, right?
That is a form of hazing. That is a form of hazing.
Okay.
Mentally too. Mentally.
Oh yeah.
Emotionally.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just really want to just briefly state that anytime somebody tells you that they're demeaning you to try to get in, that's not pledging, that's abuse. And you have to understand, and you have to stand up and say, okay, I don't. And yes, there's some things that will happen. If you stand up for yourself, if you have a good line like me, I mean, we stood together, and we said, hey, you're not going to do that to us. But, you got I've heard some stories where, it's absolutely horrific, and the line went on without the person, and they don't talk to that person.
Yeah.
And that's horrible. So so yeah. So
I'm a psychology person. So I always be thinking about the mindsets of people. You went over with other girls.
Right.
Would you say, and let's just say it was 10 of y'all, and I'm just guesstimating.
Okay.
Let's just say it was 10 of y'all.
Okay.
Out of the 10 of you guys, how many of you came from backgrounds that probably wasn't as favorable as or should as best? Does that make sense? So
that does make sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so let's break it down. Let's break it down about the history of the D9 very quickly. Okay, so the history of D9 very quickly. These organizations were specifically made for Black people in lucrative financial positions. Like you did, like the Boule, the Sigma Pi, all those, the links, the girlfriends, their intentionally aim was a legacy to build upon Black families with wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing. Okay, so to go to your question, you have in some situations in some schools where they still have that mindset. You still have some members that have that mindset that this person comes from this type of family, this person does not. I've heard stories and from other organizations where great person, but she comes from the projects, and we can't have that.
Right.
So we can't have her. She could be good, but we can't have her. Whereas this one right here that comes from a good family, and granddaddy went to Morehouse and mama went to Grambling, whatever, but she got some mental issues, but she comes from a good family.
Yeah.
So we got to accept her. And that causes a chaotic, the symbiotic is all messed up. Yeah. So I haven't experienced this, but I've seen situations where people from less favorable backgrounds come in, and I don't know if you're asking me, does it change the dynamic? Are you asking me that? Oh, okay.
No, so just so I don't mean to cut you off. When I was saying that come from backgrounds, I think it's coming off as if I'm asking about a physical environment.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is, you cross with your line sisters. That means y'all were close.
Yeah,
y'all had to be at some point. Y'all were close.
Yeah, we're very close.
Regardless if they came from a high middle class background or middle class or low middle class or whatever the case. What I'm asking is, if there were 10 girls that crossed with you, how many came from troubled backgrounds? It don't have to be physically, because remember, let's just say all of y'all came from good backgrounds. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. I would say two people. Yeah, just two. The rest of us, yeah, pretty stable. But then again, you also have to get consideration of how the chapter presents themselves. Like you did an excellent where you said they advertise. How the chapter shows themselves on campus. And that's what you attract. If you a partying chapter, you gonna get nothing but party people,
right?
Right. If you smoking, if your chapter is known for getting the best ooh wah wee, that's all you gonna get. And those people go graduate in 8 years instead of 4. If your chapter is known as the studious one, that's what. So it all depends on how the chapter is presenting itself on campus, and it also depends on the campus climate. I graduated from Howard. Majority of D9 organizations started at Howard. So you can imagine when information sessions come about and how big those information sessions are. One sorority had 150 girls, and that's just on night one. So they had 2 nights, 150 on the first night, another 150 on the second night. So from that 300, they got to break it down to like 150 to get accepted, like to give applications to. From that 150, they have to let's say they accept 75. From that 75, they got to shave it down to 50. And so it's very stressful, depending on the campus, depending on if it's a single letter campus. It's just a lot of things that go into it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. So in the last question, And I'm gonna let you go. I don't want to hold you up too much
That's
because
okay.
the people in the chat got a whole bunch of questions, Chef.
Okay.
We might have to do a whole nother open panel on this. This is
Yes,
crazy.
no problem. No problem.
But have you ever found you said you went over when you went over there was hazing? Or was that Nori? I think that was Nori. But have you witnessed hazing?
I only pay attention to what my life is.
Oh yeah, you were the one saying that. Gotcha.
I only pay attention to myself.
Look. I got you.
I only
Got
pay
it.
attention
You know
to
what I'm saying?
myself and my
So,
line system.
this is my last question, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here.
Okay.
Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you question your allegiance to your organization and also God? Has that ever been a situation where those two were like, okay, am I doing the right thing by doing this and this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. No, because the first thing that I remember is that I was told, well, we were told, I gotta speak in plural form. We were told, God comes before anything and everyone. God is the reason why you're here at school. God comes first before anything, anybody. You do not serve the organization before God. If the organization is asking you to do something that's against God, you go with God. That's what we were taught as a line. Like, you do not do that. Now, we not punks either. Now, in any situation, if you're gonna sit up there and you're gonna choose something, you got to get ready to put your heels in the dirt. That's an old school 59 term.
I know.
Put the heels in the dirt and get ready. So if somebody gonna try you, you got to get ready. But you always serve God first. And these organizations, yes, on paper it says that it's built on Christian principles, but that's on paper. You as the individual are responsible and accountable to uphold those principles. So if that means that everybody wants to do this for the organization, but you like, no, I question this, you have a right as a member to say that. And say like, hey, look, I'm not doing that. There have been plenty of times my Louboutin heels was in the dirt because when I said no, you got to put your heels in the dirt and get ready. So that's what my experience was, but it depends on the individual. The individual at the end of the day has to be held accountable, and they are responsible. You can't blame the organization. I'm pretty sure the first Greek sister from Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated can agree with me. At the end of the day, it's the individual's responsibility to hold themselves accountable and to make sure they properly identify and tell people, hey, look, I'm not going to do this. I'm not. They can't kick you out the organization because you already a member. They just got to deal with your no. That's it. Mm-hmm.
All right, this is my last question. Yes or no, and I'm gonna let you go. All you gotta do is say yes or no.
You can tell I'm an old school. You can tell, like, damn.
I already know. When you start laughing, I already know how this is.
No problem. Oh my God.
So, all right. My question is, you said people have the right to question things. Mm-hmm. And that the organization says God first. Mm-hmm. When you were pledging, or even after pledging, I'm gonna go with when you were pledging.
Okay.
If it was Sunday and you needed to go to church, and your big sister, or whatever they call them, because I never pledged, I don't know. But if your big sister needed you to do something else, and you said, I need to go praise God, church comes first, would you get in trouble for that?
Well, it's not pledging, it's initiation.
Initiation. So I get that from the movies, girl. I don't know that about it.
It's initiation. Once again, the SG Rose sister is probably laughing. Yes, we got to save ourselves. Honestly, there were times. Yeah, now I can only speak for myself. Yeah,
you would get in trouble.
There were times where I got talked to with great veracity and vigor.
You got cussed out. Go ahead.
And, and with great veracity and vigor.
I like the way you as a good PR person. Go ahead now. Go ahead.
And I did do that, and let's just say it was a council of 5 that spoke to me in human resources with great concern of veracity and vigor, because they found my behavior egregious to the situation and the agenda that was prepared for them, with great pontification and purpose. So they found me that they thought that I was being somewhat I was usurping their value and their time by expressing myself in a manner that was not conducive to the environment that they have created.
Gotcha. I'm gonna translate that for the audience.
Okay.
So basically, what Faye is saying is if she did something that didn't align with the sisters, they pulled her on the side and put her in front of the board and cussed her ass out. Yeah, I'm gonna say it how it is. It's all right, though, sister. I'm here for it. Cussed her ass out. You know what I'm saying? And even though they told her, you put God first, you done lost your goddamn mind. You put us first, girl. Gotcha. See, that was easy. You said, but I love the girl. You like an Olivia Pope. I love you. I need you to write me some emails. Girl, you was good.
Yes. I've been to human resources plenty of times when I was initially.
Oh, I can hear it.
Yeah.
I can hear it. Thank you, Faye, so much. I appreciate you for coming up.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right. All right, y'all. I like Faye. I fucks with Faye. I like Faye. Yeah, I do. I like Faye. Faye is very politically correct. I like Faye. Shout out to Faye. Let me read the super chat really quick. Nori, thank you. Nori, thanker. It says PBS broadcasting the whole documentary, hazing, talking with members, past members, and parents who lost their kids during being initiated. I think that's the documentary I saw. It's on YouTube too. Thank you, AK93. We should do that one day. We should go over that documentary. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. I love you so much. Love you long time. All right, Nori Free Thinker. Hey, boo.
Hey, Voodoo. Are you good? Hey, dolls and does. Are y'all able to hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, I can hear myself, so hopefully I don't say anything. I'm gonna try to be as articulate as the young lady that was before me in regards to HR. I too am also a member of the Divine Nine. I am a part of the 9th organization. Also, as the lady from Sigma Gamma Rho said, I am the smallest fraternity within the Divine Nine. I can attest to being invited to see HR and being invited to see the board members. What I would like for people to know is the fraternities and sororities in the initiation process or membership intake prior had such great this is not to condone any of the atrocities, because with some good things, of course, there are contaminations that do occur. And that happens along the delineation of a lot of things in a lot of organizations and just in life, period. People lose track of what the purpose of a thing was supposed to be. Within my own organization, there is a lot of exoteric information.
Yeah.
And this information you are not privy to if you're just one of the surface members, or if you're just one of the people who sign. When you actually delve into your organization and the symbolisms of the letters, everything that you see within these organizations, both public and private, have meaning, have symbolism, have things that are supposed to trigger certain memories within the mind, body, and spirit. Regarding spirituality, there are oaths that you do take. There are pledges and things like that you do take. For my for my experience and for my line, I was one of the people. I was like, who we talking to? Which God?
Right.
If I'm not sure about this, I'm not saying this. And the person over my process was like, well, you have the free will to not say this part. However, this is what this entails. So within my organization and within my experience with my brothers, we all came together and we decided collectively, if we were going to do it, we was going to do it. It wasn't going to be nothing that we decided that, we just going to play around with it. If we're going to do it, we're going to go ahead and be completely dedicated and devoted to the true process, to the true joining of the brotherhood. And with that, of course, came the general board members, the executives, and, visitations from other brothers and other councils. And my brothers definitely, especially because I was the most vocal with, we either gonna do this or we not gonna do it. Is we all in or we all out? It was really me. And then they was like, well, I guess we gonna do it because you really want to do it. So they were very like, when things got hot and I was like, y'all, I don't know about this. They like, no, remember you said you were the one that was like, we gonna do this. So things really did get hot, but the true reality of and I'm gonna just speak to the history of the process,
right,
in its origination. Now, I was what the people call, I can't even say that word because of the negative connotation behind it, but I was led by members of Alpha Phi Alpha and Alpha Kappa Alpha when I was growing up in school. So that was the way that I was steered. However, as I grew spiritually in my spiritual walk, I've always been a spiritual being, even as a child. Before joining any organizations, I prayed and asked God to send me to the organization that I would be best able to serve as a light for God. And then that's when the fraternity brothers, who were not my fraternity brother at the time, called me and asked me if I would look into their organization, because I was like, you want me to do what? With who? Absolutely not. I don't know nothing about them folk. I ain't never heard of them. That's not at all what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do Alpha or I'm gonna be Q. Other than that, that's not it. But when I went to God about it, God revealed to me, like I said, I went and I finally did look up the organization, and the first thing that came to my eyesight was the cross on the shield. And so I took that as my sign and my symbol to join the organization. And this is how I know God was all intertwined with this, because one of my fraternity brothers was ex-Christian and then turned atheist. He was Caucasian, Southern Baptist, did not believe in none of that stuff anymore. My second on my line, I'm the ace of my line, or the shortest of my line, depending on how other.
Wait, you went through, I don't mean to cut you off. You went through a white organization, right?
No, I went through the Divine Nine. I'm a part of.
Oh, but y'all had a white person in there.
Yes, we did have a white person.
Crazy. I've been wanting to ask about that. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll tell you all about it. Because I used to get on him and tell him how he was basically going against everything that his parents desired. He was white, like I said, Southern Baptist raised. What do they call them these days? Republican. Just very, very Southern white, and he went against everything that his parents believed in. And so him subconsciously joining our organization, being around nothing but black men, him being a homosexual and things like that, was literally straight all hits to his parents. Like, he doesn't admit to it, but I read him down. I was like, bro, I see you for what it is, but we welcome you. He is my brother. The second of my line was very struggling within his spiritual walk, and then the third of my line, he was like, he was raised religious, but he wasn't really in it. I was the person who really brought spirituality to the line. Before we did anything, I was like, y'all, we need to pray. Y'all, we need to consult God about this. We need to make sure that whatever it is that we're doing, it's aligned, because if it affects my spirit, I can't be involved. And so this is how I knew God was working within me, within my organization, because throughout our process, my second and I, we were like the furthest apart, even though we were supposed to be the closest, in number. And we were during our studies, we have to spend a lot of time together. We were during our studies one night, and I was talking to him about God and, about my spiritual walk and everything like that. And he looked at me, and this is the moment that we actually became friends, because before then we butted heads all the time. And he was like, hearing the way that you speak about God and hearing about your experiences really makes me want to know God. And even at the final part of our journey where they say crossing the burning sands, which is when things get the most intense, on this night, the atheist was like, look, y'all, we need to come together and we need to pray because we don't know what's going to happen. And I thought that that was big, you know, especially for somebody who did not believe or who professed not to believe. And I know that, you know, I was at the right place in the right time with the right people. Now, what happened after that, that's a long story. And I'd really like to speak with you outside of this so I can actually give you the realities, because a lot of this is surface information.
Absolutely. So, in the name of your fraternity is what again?
Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated.
Oh, Iota. You D9?
Yes, I am D9.
Okay, the smaller group.
Yes.
Got it. Iota is only males, or is it both?
No, it is only males. Yes.
Only males.
A fraternity.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And would you say that they are, or just your line? Would you say that they are more Christian based, or was it just your line?
I believe my organization in its whole is more Christian based, or shall I say more spiritual based. Of course, within Christianity, there's a lot of esoteric information as well that you have to decipher and disseminate as you grow into your spiritual walk. Mm-hmm. That's what they don't teach you and tell you in church. This is why the pastors are prospering and the flock is suffering.
Yeah.
Because they know the information to be able, they know the things to say within the book that allows their life to prosper. The whole purpose of spirituality is supposed to be for the person to find the God within. If God is outside of you and then you fear God, you subconsciously then begin to fear the God in you.
Well, since you bringing that up, and I'm gonna ask this question and I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Have you ever, because you mentioned oaths, and you listen, even though the two people, shout out to Miss Doda and Faith, I like them. They're my two new people. I fucks with them. They didn't mention oaths, but that's something we all know happens. Have you ever at any point questioned? How do I say? Have you ever at any point questioned your allegiance or your faith, and also your alignment with the organization? No, seeing that you took oaths. They don't take oaths. Everybody take oaths, so it's not just you. I'm just asking.
There were statements made that were along the lines of Christian beliefs. Let's just say that in regards to what they would call oaths. If for my experience, no. There are now within different organizations, there are different entities and things like that. As you go deeper along within your research, you do find out about, which I can't speak on that because those are not my organizations. But within my organization specifically, no. They make it very clear who it is that they serve and who they believe in. See, we were at the beginning part of the process, and I did not know that. That's why I was like, who, what, and like I said, a lot more information I had to dig deeper in once I was in, because you're not privy to certain information, you know, beforehand.
Right. Gotcha. I appreciate you for coming up, North Free Thinker. Thank you.
No problem.
And you were so amazing.
Thank you. I absolutely adore your channel. As a man within this space, I respect the boundaries. I'll be like, I'm gonna sit here in the corner.
You don't have to sit in the corner.
I'm gonna sit here in the corner and I'm allow them to have the conversations, whether I agree or whether I disagree. But 99.9% of the time, it's like she ain't told one lie. She ain't said nothing but the truth. Whoever disagrees, that's only because hit dogs hollering ho. Because the truth is the truth, and you have to stand on the truth, especially, and these are the days of the truth. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to stand within truth, and if truth makes you uncomfortable, baby, it's you that's the liar. You're comfortable with the lie.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I really respect your channel. That Educational Friday that you did on Martin Luther King, I'm introducing you to my whole family, because I'm like, y'all need to listen to her, because this is a woman. The things that you were talking about within I want to say the last two Educational Fridays, especially with Dr. Jackie and the women's health. I was telling my best friend, because she's going through some feminine health issues, and I was like, you really need to take a listen to this and listen to her. And I was like giving her some of the suggestions that me myself as a man, because I'm like, each one teach one. I don't know nothing about, you know, y'all body organs and things like that. Well, I know some things, but you know, but I was like, you know, I got to be able to spread this information, because the doctors are lying. They're a part of the system.
That
all
part.
of this information and all of this stuff has been because of institutionalization. We have always been the guinea pigs of society, and they want to make it seem like they're doing what's best for us, but really and truly what they're trying to do is find the most humane way to kill us possible, so they can say things like it was natural causes, or this is just something that happens, genetics, delineation, and all of those things. So I thank you for this opportunity. I understand that on the surface, what people believe and what people see, yes, it is convoluted.
Mm-hmm.
It is convoluted, but when these things first started out, there was a reason for everything.
Yeah.
And it was basically to get back to your roots, to attain certain informations that brought you to your best self, so that you can then take that information and tell other people how to become their best selves, not with divulging whatever informations that you have, but you have to do it in a way of which a person can accept it on their own terms.
Gotcha. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank
my
you.
love.
All right, I'm gonna get back to this homework because I've been trying my hardest. I'm like,
All
I
right,
wanna
I'm
be on this
sorry. I
panel
didn't
so
mean to
bad.
interrupt you.
No,
Thank
it's
you,
okay.
my love.
All right, you guys have a great one. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me say this. Shout out to every single caller that came up here. Listen, rather you agree with them, rather you feel like it's capped, no, it don't matter. The fact that they came up here and spoke, that was big for me. Because I really was asking genuine questions. It wasn't to line them up or nothing. I really wanted to know. And I got a million questions, but I didn't want to saturate the call with that. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say this. They came up, they shared their experience. Rather we agree with it, rather we believe it, it don't matter. They came up, shared their experience. That was big. That was educational, not just for me, but for some people in the chat. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? We've all got something from each of these callers. So shout out to every person that came up here to say something about their D9 organization. And again, let me say this. I'm no fool. Just like I don't expect to walk into the church and have every single church member or at least 50% of the members walk out with me, I don't expect D9 members to take what I'm saying and be like, oh, I denounce. That's not what I'm doing. That's not my goal. That's not my focus. Some people love their D9s. Like the first lady, Miss Dota, said she was up there for 30 years. They love their D9s. That's fine. What I want to do is provide an educational piece on the backstory and then let them make the decisions moving forward. That's the whole purpose of this Educational Friday. It ain't to convert nobody. It ain't to change nobody's mind. I don't care if we talking about mental health. I don't care if we talking about religion. My goal is never to change nobody. It's to give you the information and let you do with it as you please. Thank you, Adil. She says, elitism, so sorry for y'all. That's her opinion. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. That's her opinion. And again, I don't agree. I wouldn't join. I ain't gonna lie. When I first got to college, I was like, I'm gonna join. Because I remember I'm watching A Different World and all of that. Then girl, I went to the AKAs. I said, them heifers too bougie. Then I went to the Deltas and I said, I don't know about this. Then somebody like, oh, you should check out this one. And I said, you know what? I don't even care no more. I was just like, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was good in theory, watching it on TV. But after that, it was just like, all right, girl. All right, girl. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't for me. And I've always been an independent thinker. So I don't think I would do good or do well in those type of situations anyway, because I'm the buck the system type girl. Don't tell me this is a organization for church or for the Lord. And then it's Sunday, I'm at the church house and you telling me come bring you a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. No, bitch. I'm down at the church house worshiping the Lord. Don't call me on Sundays, bitch. Sundays belong to the Lord. See, that's how I know I wouldn't have made it. They'd have kicked my ass and kicked me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just know it ain't for me. Don't tell me one thing, and then when I go to utilize the thing you just told me, now I'm getting, how my girl Faye said? Faye said, I was brought in front of a council of people who scolded me. Girl, don't bring me in front of the board to cuss me out, bitch. You said God first, girl. Fuck you and the organization. I'm gone. Fuck the organization, the founders, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? My nerves be bad. That's just how I be. My nerves just get real bad. Fuck it. I don't care what happened. Get my money back, bitch. I'm out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But everybody different, you know. Everybody different. Thank you, Mocha 584, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, y'all, I was supposed to be finishing up this. We gonna finish this up. We're going to finish this up because it's going on 3 hours, child. Oh, we got another new member. Lali, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate you, my love. Thank you so much. You guys, we were supposed to go over some other stuff, but we're going to have to do how do you say? A continuation, because it's going on 3 hours. Do you hear me? 3 hours. What I will do, where my pen at? Oh, what I will do, I'm going to write this down. This is what we're going to do next Friday. We're going to speak on more D9 stuff. Not only are we going to speak on more D9 stuff, we're going to speak on, we're going to talk about, oh, I ain't got it. All right. We're going to talk about more backstory. Because, yes, a bitch, they winning. We're going to put a pin in it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put a pin in it. Because a lot of people inside the organization don't know the true backstory. I'm going to do some research, and we're going to come back, and we're going to speak on the backstory more in depth. And I don't want to have to redo the Boule live. I really don't, y'all. Please don't make me redo the Boule live. Because I already did it. It's up and it's stuck on the backup channel, child. Voodoo Doll TV is a dollhouse. It's up and it's stuck. But I want to be able to connect the organization so that we can understand how we get here. Because I understand as a psychology student, I understand that what these people do is it's almost like, you ever heard somebody say, putting sugar on shit or putting 20 on 10? They package it to look appealing for advertisement. What do I mean? School days, a different world. All these people, it looked amazing. I wanted to join the sorority. Just looking at that shit. You go to a college campus and you see them motherfuckers get to stepping and ski. When they get to hollering that ski. When they hit to doing that shit and them hoes doing a wipe me down. I'm on. Then everybody in the line. Bitch, I be wanting to get in the line. Bitch, I be wanting to go pay my money in germ. Bitch, yay. So sign me up. Because that bitch be looking fire when them hoes be shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. But what the part we don't understand is, just like one of these ladies said when they came up here, what she said was, that's only a small portion of it. But that's the advertisement. Most people don't know what D9 organization they want to join until they see them motherfuckers scrolling. Look at the Kappas with their canes, their candy canes all in the middle of the coat. You know what I'm saying? Or with their tight pants on, twisting and all of that, doing the shoulders. You know, they do the shoulders. The shoulder niggas. You know what I'm talking about? That make a nigga with shoulders want to churn. If I was a cold-ass nigga and I could hit the shoulders, bitch, sign me up. You know what I'm saying? So it's the advertisement of it. Ask yourself. Put a pin in this live. We coming back next week. Put a pin in this live and ask yourself 2 questions. Number 1, why is the advertisement the way that it is? Because we've all heard from actual members, it's way deeper, even from the video I was showing. So why advertise? And 2, why are they giving these damn memberships away? Girl, if I done hit the burning sand, I had to hold my hand out and hold this whole phone. I had to leave church and spend my last little $2. My mama ain't got no money, bitch, and to buy you something to eat. And then I watch you give padded old ass a goddamn membership. Bitch, I want to fight everybody on my line. I don't give a fuck. Fuck it. Bitch, I want scrap. The fuck? After all I've been through? Bitch, I be in front of Patty like saying, I've been working like a dog, day in and day out, drinking coffee from a pot none of you want to touch. Oh, yeah, gonna do that. Gonna do that part. That's the part I'm gonna do. I'm coming in like that. Because now I feel played, bitch. You done played on my top. No, hell no, bitch. Not Patty old ass get to be an AKA and say, ski-wee. Bitch, you wasn't on the yard. Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. The fuck? That's just me, but I'm not a D9 member, you know. It's different folks, different strokes, or whatever the people be saying, girl. Anyways, ask yourselves those questions, though. I think those are good questions. Put a pin in it. We coming back next Friday. And we're going to do more of a backstory on this shit. And then we could, because a lot of people may not know the backstory. We're going to go in on the backstory. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up off of here. Thank you to everybody who became a member. Thank you to everybody who, what do you say? How do you say? Thank you to everybody who sent me a super chat. Y'all are the best. I'm sorry. Y'all are amazing. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for putting up the Educational Friday. We'll be back next Friday because we got a lot to discuss. Okay, we haven't even scratched the surface, and I'm scared about the Freemason girl, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sorry. Anyway, love y'all. See y'all later. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.